Yo. Random show settings, What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? Random show settings. We are back. We are back like cook crack. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the random show with your host, Agostino Zinga. What's happening, people? What's happening, people? What's happening, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hello. Welcome back. Random show. We're back. Whew. What's going on, people? Hope you're good. How am I? Pretty good. Had a little gym workout, had some dinner, fasting now, heading into the random show. Nice long session in the books today, so crack on, get your seatbelts and all this malarkey, and let's head on in. What's going on, people? What's going on, stream chat? Long time no see, people. Big up, who am I seeing here? Big up Gair-Head footballer. Big up Abe Martinez. What's good, people? What's good? Boron the 420. What's good? Uche? What's good, Koilo? What's happening? Sarlux, what are you feeling like? Big up Matthew. What's that? Matthew Escaloni. Wagwan Matthew Escaloni. Mad name. Wagwan Matthew Escaloni. What's good? Wagwan G1 Rogier. What's good? Chris Mack Wagwan G. LB. What's good? Big up Chris Rizze. Just got a new fleshlight. Gonna test it out tonight. Alright. You guys need to keep some of this stuff to yourself, man, honestly. Unless you guys are clapping cheeks, you need to keep this stuff to yourself. I do not want to hear this. Got a new flashlight, better test it out with AZ's voice in the background. Alright, cool. Thanks for letting me know, man. Big up Chris Rizze, absolute legend. Big up Uche, what's going on? What's going on? Big up Armando Ortiz, what's going on? Apex Pata, what's going on? What's good? Only way I can be to finish strong. You guys are nasty, man. Y'all niggas is nasty. Nasty. Big up Don Dotto. What's good, my G? What's good? But yeah, man, what's happening? As some of you guys know, as I announced in Taz, I'm sure some of you guys have been made aware, but as I've announced as I announced on Taz, I got fired, innit? Man got fired. Man got FIRED fired, bro. Fired hard. So we're gonna be doing this way more often. I'm gonna be streaming way more often. Yo, big up Austin Casey. What's good, G? Well.
Damn, Groove. Only us could get fired right before Christmas.
You know
so
it.
So we lost Mr. Zinga.
You know it. Peach's delight. Me getting fired before Christmas. Peach's delight. Me getting fired before Christmas, and usually you get paid. Usually if you get paid in Christmas, you get paid like way earlier than you do get paid normally. That's what happens in the UK, at least. Only I could fumble 2 nice paychecks before Christmas. Only I. Only I could fumble 2 nice paychecks just before Christmas. Only I. Peach's delight. Oh. But yeah, no surprise there. Nah, don't be sorry again, but don't be sorry. I was a terrible employee, to be fair. It wasn't like I was not arriving on time. I arrived on time. I always put a good effort in. You know, I did all the normal things you're meant to be doing. I was just not good at the job. I just didn't know what to do. I just was absolutely clueless, ditzy, dumb, inadequate, came up short. That's basically it. There's nothing else wrong with it. Absolutely zero. I could go crazy and, you know, crash out on the people, but they didn't really do anything wrong. It's just me. I was just bad at the job. Simple as that. Yeah, big up Uche.
Unemployed Flashlight Fund.
Yeah. We're jacking that. We are jacking that. Actually, you know what's weird though? Is it me, or is it really hard to get one of those things? Or are we gonna lie and say we haven't looked? am I the only person that's looked and it's quite hard to get those things? You can't really buy them from Amazon, can you? Where do people buy them from? Like you can't really buy those. Like where do people buy those like torso ones from? Where do people buy those little torso? Those little people torsos. Where they buy those little torso things from? I find it's quite difficult to get a hold of them, isn't it? Or am I the one that's like going crazy? I swear I find it difficult to get those kind of things. But anyway, regardless. Yo, be up Wingus Dingus. Appreciate you. Be up Wingus. Be up Wingus.
We'll be seeing you hosting the Golden Hour soon, Oz.
imagine. That actually might be a vibe, you know. I actually wouldn't mind that. I'm not gonna lie, that might be a vibe. That might be a vibe doing Golden Hour. You know what I mean? That actually might be a vibe. That actually could be a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I could be down for that. I could be down for that. I could be down for that, brother. Yo, big up Wingus. Appreciate you. But yeah, it didn't work out, man. It didn't work out. And it's funny because I said previously on Taz, it's a bit harder to take. I'm not that bothered, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm crying or I'm upset or anything. But it is quite hard to take just because I did try, you know? Yo, big up Coiler. Appreciate you.
It's only hard to clean it, mate. Have one on me.
You gotta get that shower head in it. You gotta get that shower head in. You gotta like change the settings on your shower head so it does that little. So it does like. You got like, you know what I mean? You gotta like. You gotta deal with that shit. You gotta put the soap on the inside of that, and then you gotta do some mat. You gotta clean it basically like how you clean your fucking ninja, innit? Or your whatever. What do people have? Your NutriBullet or something at home. You gotta clean it like you clean your blender. You'll get a special kind of brush and shit. Mad, isn't it? Imagine all the boys around the world like cleaning their thing. But to be fair, I think most guys probably don't clean it. They might just leave it in a bucket of bleach and soap. Because I can imagine, I wonder the percentage of men who have those things who don't clean it. Think about it. The percentage of men who own a fleshlight or one of those type of gizmos and they don't clean it. It must be high. Maybe over 80% of people that just leave it, fuck it, you know? Just figure it out later. Or just pour water and just, you know, pour water, hold the top, and then just shake it, and then pour it out and go from there. So yeah, you know, I don't think I'm in that position just yet when it comes to the unemployment. I don't think I'm on that level just yet. But regardless, you know, we're at some kind of level. So big up the people out there doing what they need to be done. One message I need to give people that shouldn't probably need to be given, actually, for the most part. But I have to say, I think I was speaking to a friend the other day. Big up my buddy. But I was speaking to this guy the other day who weirdly enough works for Palace, right? And you guys probably know my feelings about fucking Palace skateboards. And I think we had a conversation previously. Oh no, we had a conversation that day actually. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I want to move. I want to go somewhere else." And I was like, and this is when I was actually employed. I was like, brother, don't be hasty and don't like jump ship just for the sake of it, just because you feel like, you know, you're not, you know, you just don't like it in the moment, or because you feel like there's something else out there. Because the climate out there, especially maybe in the UK it's different, maybe in the US it's different, maybe around the world it's different. But in the UK it's not as easy as it looks, or it's not as easy as you think to get jobs, especially if you're got decent enough experience. It feels like the more experience you have, the harder it is, personally for me, from what I've seen anyway. It feels like all the ones that you'd want are already filled up with people who are fucking killing it. So don't be hasty to jump to certain things. Try and get the most out of what you can get out of the job you have. If it's not soul destroying and it isn't really, you know, filling you with dread, just kind of grit your teeth, put your head down and just kind of steamroll through it. Because the climate out there for the people who are looking isn't the greatest. So be very wary and cautious about jumping ship just because you wake up on a day and you had a little fucking tit for tat with your manager or something. Let's just relax. You know what I mean? Let's take a deep breath. Let's go home. Let's have a drink, hang out with the kids, walk the dog. You know what I mean? Play some video games. Let's get in a good mood and attack the next day. But I think the idea of just jumping around from job to job is not the smartest decision to make. It's not as like easy out there, from what I've been able to see anyway. So that's the advice I was giving my guy when I was talking to him earlier. And said, you know what, look, man, like, you're going to go to Supreme. What, you think it's going to be better? Probably not. Probably the same issues. You go to Bape, same issues. I mean, none of these companies are going to be sick, because maybe deep down you want to do your own thing anyway. maybe deep down the reason why you're not feeling it is because you want to maybe start your own brand, or because you want to maybe have your own studio, whatever it may be. That might be the next step, but it isn't necessarily the next job. You know what I mean? So just save up the money now, work your job, save up the money. Then whatever money you save up, you can then do your own thing. But the idea that you're going to go to another place and find your, what's that thing called? You're going to find your calling is a little bit of a myth. They do exist. I'm sure they do exist. Occupations that you do that are very fulfilling and stuff. But I think for the most part, and I think I've even learned about it this year mostly, I think people, and myself included, you have to kind of treat jobs like, you know how you used to go to school? You just go to school because you just have to go to school. You don't really like think much more above that. You don't really think of it as a thing that's going to make you feel fulfilled, that's going to add meaning to your life. You just do it because you're a fucking grown up. I think that's a lot of things. And I think I've even had to kind of come to a realization that there are certain parts of my life where I'm not really grown up or mature as I probably would hope to be. And I think that's one of the parts. Just treating jobs as just like, hey, you're grown up. You need to make a salary. You need to pay your bills. Just do that thing and get it done and go about your own way. It's not always about finding something that's my passion and lights up my fire and makes me want to get up in the morning. No, none of us usually, for the most part, the majority of us, none of us like to work. We'll all do it because we have to do it. Do it, get it over and done with, and carry on with your life. It's not that deep. So, yeah, all my people out there who are thinking about moving, don't stay where you are. If you can stay, figure it out. You know, grit your teeth, grow up, suck it up, it'll be fine. That's basically it, you know. Especially if you're good at your job. If you're terrible like I am, then probably just wait until they let you go, or jump before they let you go if you've got a fragile ego. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue. So first things first. What's your word? First things first. First things first. So, the Jay-Z stuff, right? The Jay-Z stuff. Am I the only person that's been finding it a little bit weird, a little bit interesting how hard in the paint people like academics have been going on the whole JD stuff? I know it's probably tied to the Diddy stuff, which is probably tied to his case. So he's quite invested in it because he wants to kind of prove, that some of these civil cases are bullshit. So his case that he's been alleged, the thing that he got accused of with that girl that said allegedly he might have R-worded her along with his friends and stuff. So he's obviously personally invested in it. But I don't know. It's not that deep to me. Maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic, and maybe I'm kind of underplaying what's going on. But it doesn't feel like it's that deep, really. Obviously what Jay-Z's been accused of is crazy, right? Allegedly R-wording a 13-year-old girl is nuts. But in the grand scheme of things, just let it play out the way it's gonna play out. You know, we're gonna find out eventually, Wagwan, somewhere or the other, or maybe we don't. But it really isn't that deep of an issue to be like going over it, minor detail, examining every minute detail, and kind of really obsessing about it. I don't really think it's that much of a deep issue personally. The drama around it has been quite interesting though. Stuff like this has been quite funny to watch. Have you seen this? Allegedly, Beyonce Knowles' mum, Tina Knowles, liked some story or liked some post on Instagram, and now she's coming out saying she got hacked. Crazy, isn't it? Imagine being hacked and the hacker just likes a story and then logs out of your account. Imagine that's the kind of hacking that gets happens to you. Somebody hacks into your account and just likes something and then bounces to go somewhere else. So this is the post that Beyonce's mum allegedly liked. The post says Jay-Z and Diddy named in lawsuit alleging R-word of a 13-year-old girl, and you can see there Miss Tina Knowles has liked the post, right? And then I guess people saw that. Yo, big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Sorry to hear about your job loss, big dog. Go downstairs later and get some shawarma on me. Cheers.
Yeah. Big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Get your shawarma. Yeah. It's funny you say that because there's literally a place downstairs that does it. That's the funny thing you say that. There's literally a place downstairs that does it. So big up NJ Ranger for knowing. Most likely I live in an area where there might be some people that are able to put some meats into some sort of bread and wrap it really tightly for you. Anyways, big up NJ Ranger. Appreciate it, brother. You're a legend. So Tina Knowles liked that post. Then, of course, she updated everybody and said, I was hacked. As you know, I don't play about my family. So if you see something uncharacteristic of me, just know that it's not me. What? I know she's like 100 years old. Don't get me wrong, but she's also very social media, savvy. She's always on there. She's always promoting herself. She's kind of branded herself, very well, and she's probably on social more than Beyonce, which is interesting. But regardless, the fact that this woman doesn't know how Instagram works and accidentally likes something, it's like, come on, bro, come on. But in another way, I could see a boomer liking that sort of post and not liking it to like it, but liking it maybe to kind of like, oh, I read it or something. But it's a mad thing to fucking like in general. This is meant to be your son-in-law and you're out here liking this sort of shit. Also, it's Jay-Z, that son-in-law's kind of made you guys billionaires or millionaires by default. Even if he did it, shut the fuck up, If I'm Jay-Z, even if I did that shit, shut the fuck up. Like, don't be liking posts and stuff. Like, relax. So, Mama Beyonce's out here liking posts and Jay-Z's out here fighting for his life. And then another post here I got to talk about is this one. It features Tony Busby, who's the lawyer for the person that accused Jay-Z. He came out with a pretty strong statement relating, obviously, to the statement that Jay-Z put out. It said the following: regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence his client, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under pseudonym. What he fails to say in recent statement is that my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of the alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Ms. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and his plaintiff. His conduct had the opposite impact. She's emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and we'll litigate the facts in court, not in the media. So they're coming out strong. Both parties are coming out strong. We're going to see how this plays out, who ends up being right or correct in this sort of thing. I think Jay-Z's in a strong position because, again, like I said before, resources, money, fame, all that malarkey is going to help him in terms of fighting this. And the fact that I think people are going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think most people would probably think Diddy's guilty more than Jay-Z. So that might help him in the court of public opinion. But I'm curious to see how it plays out. I'm curious to see how this plays out, if this is true, what that does to his legacy. Will people start defending it? I'm also curious to hear what people like Joe Budden are going to say in his podcast, what New Rory or Moore are going to say on their podcast. I'm curious to see what all these people are going to be saying about this. And then Jay-Z's lawyer said the following in response to Tony Busby. Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, filed documents this morning asking a judge to make the plaintiff reveal herself. So the Jane Doe that has accused Jay-Z of R-wording her when she was 13, Jay-Z's lawyer's like, nah, she can't hide behind Jane Doe, sorry. She has to come out and say who she is. And we go from there, which is kind of wild, to be fair. But hey, in the doc, Spiro says fair is fair. It's not consistent with justice, fairness, and the rules of the governing federal proceeding for the plaintiff and for his counsel to smear Jay-Z's good name. Further, the doc state Jay-Z built an impeccable reputation and has never been accused or engaged in sexual misconduct. In the doc, Jay-Z says the judge won't force the accuser to reveal the identity. He wants the judge to dismiss the case. As previously reported, the Jane Doe accuser first sued Diddy in October, alleging he and an unnamed celebrity had raped her in VMA's after party back in 2000 when she was 13. Then on Sunday, they refiled the suit and alleged Jay-Z was an unnamed celeb. So that whole time that they were talking about an unnamed celeb, I guess this was the guy. Man. This was the guy. So let's see how it plays out. Like I said previously, I'm just curious to see how well invested people like DJ Academics are. Like, he seems like he's proper highly invested in this case. And I think, I don't know, sometimes I think when people get way too attached to these celebrity cases and shit and really start fighting for either party on the timeline, it's almost like you're telling on yourself, like, what do you have to hide? Why are you so invested in this? Why do you care so much? It's a bit weird. Academics is out here fighting hard. But again, it's understandable given his position, given his situation. I get it, but it's just a bit wild how people are really invested in this sort of shit because, all these mofos are nasty in my opinion. But again, what do I know? Absolutely nothing. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe 1 second, I'll blow my nose. Talking about seeing how things play out, man. Fuck, man. Bang your doors. United Healthcare, whatever. CEO shooter, allegedly. Bang your doors, man. They got him. They got your boy, man. They got the boy. The kid that allegedly assassinated a United Healthcare CEO has been arrested. It looks like the suspect, it looks like it's him personally, based on his eyebrows. I know you can't see much via the video, but based on his eyebrows and the video clips that we've seen online, it looks like they've caught the guy. It looks like they caught the kid. Allegedly he's 24 or something. They caught him in Pennsylvania. He was in a McDonald's. He was in a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. He didn't even get that far, man. He didn't even get that far. He didn't even get that far. He didn't even get that far. They found him in McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Allegedly, he had the fucking gun on him. Somebody from the McDonald's recognized him straight away. So most likely he was wearing the same clothes. Like, oh my God, man. He went to, like, I don't understand. I wonder what happened. Do you think he went to all that effort, right? He went to all that effort to plan it really well. Meticulous planning. The way he was able to get the guy's itinerary and diary, find him outside that place, shoot him in a place where there was minimal CCTV, covered up his face, decoy backpack, jumping on a city bike, jumping on a taxi to the bus station. Like, it seemed like he planned it impeccably well, covering his face most of the time. And then I think he got let down, if I'm not mistaken, by the Starbucks and the hotel. Allegedly, if you go to a hotel, they don't let you check in if you don't take off your face mask, or like your snoot, or your, you know, whatever, your shiesty and shit. So I think he got caught there. And the one where he's smiling allegedly is the one in Starbucks. Allegedly the one where he's smiling and he looks kind of cute is the one in Starbucks. So allegedly he went to Starbucks and he started rizzing up some girl, some guy, whoever's behind the till, and that's where they saw his face, you know. So he was able to get a better look at his face. But Jesus, man, like, crazy, innit? They got him, man. They got him. Everybody on time, myself included. I thought he got away with it. I thought he fled the country. Most likely was a trained assassin, but it seems like he's just some kid. So that calmness that we saw behind the gun, that technique, you know, the shooting, whatever, the ability to remain calm in that situation, wasn't that he was an assassin. It's just that he's just a, you know, I guess maybe a lot of Call of Duty, maybe practicing in the woods and shit. He just, you know, became proficient in shooting and shit. I don't know why I won, but he seemed to be, you know, he kind of figured it out, I guess, along the way. I kind of figured it out. They're saying this other thing as well. The other part of the story is that his motive. They're saying that allegedly he's a big hiker. There's pictures of him online where he's like super ripped. He's like, you know, jacked as fuck, 6-pack for days. They're saying that allegedly he was big into hiking and working out and shit, and he got into some sort of accident. He got into an accident hiking where he ended up breaking his back, got some sort of back spinal injury, and through his spinal injury is where he developed this like grudge against the insurance health companies and whatever they may be. He wasn't able to get the cover he was needed to get. I think it might happen around COVID as well. So lockdown, pain medications and shit. And he just spiraled. So allegedly he's an Ivy League student, Ivy League, whatever student. He worked in good companies. He's got, I think, an MA, a master's in computer science, super, super highly educated and shit. And obviously high IQ, but he just spiraled, innit? Like one back injury, couldn't get insurance. A couple of his grandparents also passed away recently. And it just went, you know, he went from being like the idyllic, quote unquote, perfect life. All of a sudden, it kind of went, it kind of spiraled, you know, into whatever it spiraled into. But I just don't know why he targeted the CEO though, you know, unless it was a personal connection. Like I get being angry at United Healthcare, but why the CEO? What did he do specifically to him? You know, that's the thing where it's a little bit senseless, a little bit sad all around. He fucked up his life and he destroyed the life of that guy, the CEO. His family's been destroyed. He might have kids and wives and shit. And all for what? Because you are a little bit mad because you couldn't get insurance. Like, what did the CEO got to do with it? Personally, you know, like that's the only sad thing about it. I get the CEO's the head of the company. I understand he makes all the money, but I don't know, man. Direct your fucking ire at the precise people, you know. Let's not go after just the people that just sit on the board or the CEO. Like, it's just like, ugh, I don't know. But regardless, what's his name? Luigi Maglioni, right? It's like that. What is it? Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione updates. Account says he's his American sweetheart. He's been led to Penn Veteran Station in the first appearance following his arrest. Then we got an update here, courtesy of Autism Capital. It says the following: breaking. The photo release of Luigi Mangione from the police station. Mangione is currently facing 5 charges. But look, there's one charge missing there, by the way. One charge is missing from that lineup. He's been charged with forgery, carrying a firearm without a license, tampering with records on ID, possessing instruments of a crime, and providing false ID to law enforcement. Because when they found him in a McDonald's, allegedly gave them a fake ID. But there's no charge here for murder. So are they trying to squeeze him in the cell, in the holding cell, in the interrogation to get him to confess? They didn't charge him with a murder. So they charged him with all the things that he got caught with, but they didn't charge him with murder. Interesting, no? Interesting. So this is the kid here, posing in the police station, Luigi Mangione, and then here's the, I guess, the offense description continuation. What's his So upon arrival, on the aforementioned date and time on December 9th, 2024, a Altoona Police Department were dispatched to 407 E Plank Road for a suspicious male who resembled the male in a recent shooting in New York on December 4th. Officers were advised in dispatch notes that the male was wearing a medical mask and a beanie. Upon arrival, officers were able to locate the male matching the aforementioned description, sitting in the rear of the building at a table. He was wearing a blue medical beanie and was looking at a silver laptop computer that was placed on the table. So he's got his little MacBook there just chilling, yeah? The male also had a backpack on the floor near the table he was sitting at. The co-affiant made contact with the male and informed the officers were called to McDonald's for a suspicious male matching the description. The co-affiant asked the male to pull down his medical mask so he could see his face. The male complied and pulled down his mask. The affiant and co-affiant immediately recognized him as suspect for the New York City incident after seeing photos released of him through the media sources. The co-affiant asked the male for identification, provided officers with New Jersey driving license bearing the name Mark Rosario and the date of birth as 07/21/98. Affiant took the license and ran information through a dispatch center. Co-affiant asked the male if he had been to New York recently, and the male became quiet and started to shake. Additional units of the Altoona Police Department arrived on the scene to assist the affiant to identify the male. At this time, dispatch was unable to find information on NCIC. The information provided by the officers, Lieutenant Hanley, arrived on the scene and also ran information on the male provided to officers, but still found that no record would be able to be found. The male was advised that he was under official police investigation, and if he lied out of his identity, he would get arrested. The male then said his name was Luigi Mangione and the date of birth of 5/06/1998. Yo, big up NJ Ranger.
CEO was aware that their rate of claim denial, 32%, is twice the industry average.
Ooh.
Further, they now use an AI that rejects 90% of claims. Dude got caught insider trading last year too. There's a reason not a load of tears are being shed right now.
Big up NJ Ranger with the bombs, if that's true. Oh my god. The CEO was caught with a rate of claim. The CEO was aware that their rate of claim was 32% and is twice an industry average. Further, they now use an AI that rejects 90% of claims. Dude got caught inside trading last year too. There's a reason there's not a lot of tears are being shed right now. Holy schmoly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Big up NJ Ranger for the info. God damn it. 90% of claims. Yeah, I'd be mad too. The big up NJ Ranger. The driver's license on the defendant provided to the officers was found to be a fake identification card. Fox asked the defendant why he lied about his name, and the defendant said, "I clearly shouldn't have." Lieutenant Hanley then instructed officers to place the defendant in custody for forgery and false identification. The defendant was placed into custody. The defendant was handcuffed and was searched on the scene. The defendant was then transported back to the Altoona Police Department, where his property was inventoried and pursuant of the Altoona Police Department's policy. During the search of the defendant's backpack, officers located a black 3D printed pistol and a black silencer. The pistol had a metal slide and a plastic handle with a metal threaded barrel. The pistol had been loaded Glock magazine with 6 9mm jacket rounds. There was also one loose 9mm hollow point round. The silencer was also 3D printed. The defendant is being charged with forgery, firearms not be carried with a license, tampering with the records, instrument of crime, and false identification. The defendant will need to be fingerprinted and photographed. God almighty. Oh, big up NJ Ranger. Okay, so you said 90% error rate, so not 90% denial. That's an error rate. Okay, cool. Big up into radio still. Appreciate you for the info. Fuck, man. But why didn't he dash it in the river? Why didn't he dash it in the bin, skip yard, train track? Why did he have the gun on him the whole time? Super educated dude, allegedly, went to all the best schools, but kept the gun on him. But they are saying as well, his social media is not available anymore. I think his Twitter has been suspended. His Instagram also got taken down. But on his Twitter, they did notice that there was a period of time where he clearly went crazy. He clearly just lost the plot. I'm not sure if that's tied into his back injury, but it seemed like he just went off the reservation. And they are saying that his friends and family, some of them haven't seen him for a year. I think his sister actually posted something about praying for you, my brother. But I think his actual friends and family hadn't seen him for like a year. So he was going through it. Do you know what I mean? So that might explain why he's done some missteps that wouldn't make sense if you're somebody as smart as him, you know? Maybe he's still kind of going through the throes of whatever experience he's currently going through. I don't know. But absolutely wild. Other update here. Big up Asad Aziz. Appreciate you, brother. What's good?
Technically a 3D printer doesn't have a serial number, so that's a ghost gun. On top of the murder.
Oh, God almighty. God almighty. It just gets better and better, and the charges just keep getting better and better for this kid. Yo, big up Asad Aziz. So technically it's a ghost gun, so that's another charge on top of it. Okay, brilliant, great. Big up Autism Capital again. More updates here. This is the picture of his fake license, of his fake New Jersey identification. Again, I don't know much about identifications, but does it look super fake to you guys in the stream chat? Maybe the picture is a little bit, you know, a little bit fugazi looking, but the rest of it looks pretty legit to me. Maybe the picture's a little bit shaky, but the rest of it looks pretty nice. It looks like a well done fake license, isn't it? But these are not the ones you meant to give to police. These are the ones you meant to give if you want to just buy drugs and alcohol, isn't it? You're not really meant to give these to police. You know what I mean? It looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good to me. Doesn't look fake to me. What do you guys think? It looks great, says Starlux. Yeah, big up Ricky Pitcher. Appreciate you. Well gone.
He's gonna be a king in prison.
Yeah, he probably will. He actually will. That's a good point. Yeah, exactly. He definitely will. Yeah. What do you guys say? That's not the gun from the video I saw. That's got to be a different gun. The gun used to hit was a that's what I thought as well, Chris Mack. The gun that it was a welfare type. Yeah, it was like a long one. I think I watched a video. I watched a YouTube video about it actually from some gun YouTubers as well. There's quite a lot. The gun YouTuber scene is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There's quite a good one I watched where they did a thorough kind of breakdown of why that gun was so good, and why it was so different. I think I watched it recently. I think I watched it when the shooting happened. I forgot what the name of the gun is called. But yeah, you're right there, Chris Mack. It doesn't look similar, does it? So maybe those two. Who knows? Maybe those two. But that's the fake ID he was using, the New Jersey license. And then next picture here, you got a picture of the gun, allegedly. The gun without the silencer, obviously, I guess attached to it. Or maybe this is the other, or maybe this is a gun, but without the. Maybe this is another gun, and the silencer's from the gun. Who knows? Whatever. This is the gun that was found in his possession, and allegedly this is the 3D printed gun. Crazy, isn't it? Look how good it looks. A 3D printed gun, like shit. The whole 3D printing scene, gun thing is probably wild, isn't it? I wonder where they're getting the files from. Are they getting those from the darknet? The actual original files, or whatever, the CAD files, to design these 3D printed guns? Do they purchase them off the darknet? Can you get that off the clearnet, technically? Or do you modify the specs of a CAD gun that's used for like paintball and shit, and then you kind of, retool it so it can fit bullets? I don't know. I wonder how do they get the, whatever to make these guns in the first place? I don't know. I'm assuming it's regulated, probably. Who knows? Maybe it isn't. It continues. Couple more bits and pieces here. Here's a picture of the kid himself getting arrested. I guess it's the picture. Maybe this is the picture of when he got arrested at the McDonald's, I'm assuming. This is the first picture. Obviously serving more than I fear. Everyone, all the gay guys that I follow on social media, all the really fun, cool, popular gay dudes on social media are going crazy over this guy. They are going absolutely crazy over him. Goo Gaga. They are literally loving this guy so much. So unfortunately, even though he killed somebody and he ruined that whole family's life, he is now seen as some sort of hero. He's now seen as some sort of stud. And yeah, man, his life has been irreparably irrevocably changed or irrevocably damaged or whatever, but he will probably come out of it still pretty good, all things considered. All things considered. And of course, look at these memes. Me interrogating Luigi Mangione. Look at these memes. Look at these memes so you can get a feel of the climate out there surrounding Luigi Mangione. Even though he might have murked somebody, look at the sentiment. Look what people are doing. Look at the memes people are putting out there. Look at the memes. Look at the memes. Oh, human beings are funny, innit? Human beings are fucking funny. We are a fucking funny bunch. This guy murked somebody, killed somebody in cold blood. Cold fucking blood, and people are making memes. They're making memes, man. They're making memes. This is Uche and Luigi Mangione, isn't it? This is Uche. Luigi Mangione pulls up to Uche's hospital. He pulls up to Uche's hospital. Uche going crazy. Us in the back guy, Uche, chill, chill. There's cameras. Keep your job, man. There's cameras. Keep your job. The cameras. If it was me, shots would be off. Big up Uche, exactly. Better access, innit? Better access, better flow, better blood flow. Mr. Mangione, I'm a trained professional. I recommend you remove those shorts ASAP. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. What else is it? And obviously the sister posted on her Instagram stories the following. Luigi Mangione's sister prays and sends prayers, praying for you. That's the sister. And yeah, man, look at him. Absolute peace, isn't it? Yo, big up Abe Martinez.
I'm late. Congrats on her promotion to customer. No worries. You built a community here that's got me through dark times. We here for you, never stop, bro. Heart.
You guys are cunts. Promotion to customer is hilarious. Formerly custom support, now just customer. Holy shit. Yo, big up Abe Martinez. Appreciate it. I'm just a regular civilian now. I'm just a regular civilian like you guys, man. I'm a regular schmegular civilians like you guys. Regular schmegular like you guys. But yeah, this is him, man. This is him. And his sister praying for him. So allegedly they're saying that he hasn't been in touch with his family. He kind of went ghost, doing his own thing. And they haven't seen him for like a year. So yeah, and imagine the next time you see your relative you haven't seen for a year, they don't come to Thanksgiving, they don't come to Christmases anymore, and the next time they pop up, you see them murking some CEO, because most likely his family knew it was him, right? They had a feeling it was him, and then you get the confirmation that it was him due to the police reports and obviously the fucking mugshots and shit. Pretty wild, all things considered, pretty wild. But yeah, LOL the sister sending prayers to him, but not prayers to the victim, his family, or the victim allegedly. Do you know what I mean? Fucking crazy world we live in, man. Prayers to the fucking guy that killed, but not prayers to the victim. What can you do? What can you do? We got some other ones here. People saying, let me get this straight. The killer, Luigi Mangione, Ivy League graduate with degrees in computer science, avid reader, and an active contributor on GitHub. He has 130 plus IQ, but he takes off his mask at a Starbucks to flirt with an employee. Then an hour later goes and calmly kills the CEO of a major healthcare company, rides away on a bike. A week later, goes to a local McDonald's where he brings the murder weapon, a fake ID he used to check in the hotel, and a written manifesto on how horrible American healthcare system is. It somehow gets identified by the cashier after he sits down. He works on his laptop until police come inside the McDonald's, sitting there with a ghost gun and suppressor he made himself. Gotcha. So the conspiracy theories have started. I don't think it's that deep, man. I think that's completely likely. Like, I think we kind of underestimate how hard it must be to get out of a country. Like, I don't know, a country like the States, how difficult maybe in Europe it's easier because, especially if you're in mainland Europe, you can probably get trains to certain places, right? But it must be pretty difficult to get documents that would allow you to fly, allow you to travel abroad outside of the States, especially once you've been identified as a person of interest in this major fucking shooting. right? And especially with CCTV, it's too many cameras. It's nearly impossible to stay hidden. So he had to plan all of it meticulously well to get out. So maybe the actual execution of the guy is easy. Maybe the shooting is the easy part, even though that would seem hard too, because maybe it wouldn't, because maybe the United Healthcare thing, maybe they had the itinerary or the timetable of what was going to happen, because allegedly it was some sort of like big business meeting thing. So maybe they had the timetable published online, or maybe if you registered with a fake email, you could get a timetable, you know, of what was happening on schedule. So maybe to get the kind of idea where that guy would be wouldn't be that difficult. Maybe you've kind of figured out, you case the joint, you figured out he goes for walks in the morning at a certain time, you stand there, you shoot him. But to get out of the country, to plan your exit, that's the real hard part. Like, how do you get away? How do you get away? What do you do? You know, that's a real difficult part, because I'm also not too sure, like, if he does throw away the gun and they don't find it, will that really help in his defense of if he does get caught anyway? You know, they deposit ID him, maybe he confesses, but they don't have the murder weapon. Will that really affect his conviction? I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let's say it doesn't. So, you know, keeping a hold of it might not be a bad idea, especially if you're thinking of going out in a blaze of glory. You want to make sure you defend yourself. That might be possible. Who knows? But yeah, I don't think it's a deep conspiracy. I just think he probably thought out the entire plan up until the shooting, and then the rest of it just freestyled. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So, you know, I could be wrong there. And then we got another post here that says 2019 to 2024. They're saying this was COVID, basically. They're saying the injury happened sometime after 2019, which is during COVID, which will turn him to a savage. That's what they're alleging. That's what they're alleging. And I don't know, man. I might have to fucking have sympathy with the kid, because I think we've all been, I know I have, I think we've all been irreversibly changed since COVID. I don't think we're the same people anymore. And my immune system isn't the same thing anymore. My cardiovascular ability isn't the same anymore. Do you know what I mean? I think we've all been changed. We've all been fundamentally changed since COVID. So it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, having a back injury during COVID, being denied your medical insurance, being denied a payout, being denied cover, seeing your fucking grandparents who you love and adore dying too, and he's Italian. So you imagine his connection with his grandparents is super strong, right? They're very close-knit family, culture there in the Mediterranean. So you can imagine how much that must have hurt. And then you're struggling yourself. Oof, you know? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, man. I can see how it can spiral. Big up A Martin saying this kid's just a fall guy. What Uche is saying, I have COVID right now and I got the whole week of work. Exactly. Don't distract you from what's going on in Syria. Exactly, Ricky Pitcher. Exactly, big up you. You know, what you call it? Fucking Assad ran away to Russia. The fucking coward. And big up Ricky Pitchers. All that shit's crazy. Yeah, crazy. And of course, last bits before we move on. Luigi Mangiano is the name of the alleged CEO assassin. Had a master's in computer science, went to an elite prep school,
and
also
130 IQ paled in comparison to a McDonald's worker with good vision.
Oops. I didn't see that, but sorry, I completely ignored that. I was fucking rambling through it. My apologies. I was speaking through it like a fucking psycho. I didn't see that. My apologies, brother. Yo, big up Solazies.
A master's degree and 130 IQ paled in comparison to a McDonald's worker with good vision.
Yeah, exactly. Bro was like, hold on. I know that ain't bro. I know that you know who I think it is. I know you know who that I think it is. Exactly. McDonald's employee probably on like 4 hours of sleep, still fucking picking the shit out of their eye. Whoops. Still picking the shit out of their eye. Probably texting their girlfriend underneath the fucking till. You know, don't want to be there. You know, giving short answers to the customers. Hold on. That's a double take. Hold on. Ain't that the nigga that... Yo, big up Aziz. Appreciate you. So obviously you got the picture of him that's going viral that everyone's loving, with him in the 6-pack hiking. Then we got another picture here. MSc, BSc in computer science in Penn. He went to Gilman High School. He studied at the University of Pennsylvania. He co-founded a startup called Apprentice Studios. He was a former UI programming intern at Firefix Games. So, you know, GitHub. He wrote papers on GitHub. In this paper, we apply machine learning to create bots for halide-free Annual AI competition, we developed one of the classifier user support vector machines on supervised learning. So yeah, the kid was there, man. The Twitter before he got taken down, he was following all the center of right fucking tech bro type people on there. So yeah, man, pretty crazy, pretty crazy. We've got he followed Lindy Man, some posts here that he fucking loved. He wasn't a fan of Jordan Peterson, by the way. He wasn't the biggest fan of Jordan Peterson. Look at this one. This is why Jordan Peterson always bothers me. Overcomplicates everything he says aloud, wasting everyone's mental bandwidth with having to decipher it. The best teachers are the best communicators. Clear, succinct, simple language. This is actually a very on point observation of Jordan Peterson, isn't it? This is very on point critique of Jordan Peterson. Overcomplicates everything he says aloud, wasting everyone's mental bandwidth in having to decipher it. The best teachers are the best communicators. Clear, succinct, and simple language. Yo, Luigi Mangione, man, free him, man, free Mangi, free Luigi, man, free Luigi. So the law right now is this. He had some. Okay, so here's the law. This is the law. He had some back issues. He went missing due to it and totally lost it. His banner also shows lower back surgery too. He might have become a folklore hero. Lower back pain can drive a lot of people to insanity. Yeah, I've had it before, man. I'm sure some of you guys have had it when you've had to. I've had it mostly when I've lifted really heavy, when I've done really heavy deadlifts, or I've been cycling for a long time, and you get that fucking twinge at the bottom of your spine. And for the most part, there's loads of really cool, lower back exercises you can do, lying on your back and bring your knees to your shoulders and shit, doing fucking yoga poses that can really help. But I imagine if you got a proper back injury like he got, like fractures and stuff, whatever, that must be a crazy level of pain. I don't know how that is to deal with. I was already crying when I have like stiffness in my back from doing, whatever. I've just seen my young old vibes. You see my ops. You see my ops in the stream chat. We got young old vibes. Free Luigi. Take AZ instead. It's wild. Yo, my ops, man. My ops. Anyway, big up young old vibes. Oh, mate. Turns out our mutual went to high school with Mangione and was on the wrestling team with him. Says he was class valedictorian. He had back surgery a few months ago and went missing. No one had heard from him since. Wow. Absolutely wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild scene, man. Wild scene. So yeah, what you call it? Free Luigi Mangione. You lived a hell of a life. Absolutely crazy scenes to see what's happened and what's transpired. The victim in all this isn't getting much sympathy, but as NJ Ranger said, maybe it's right that he is not getting that much sympathy. And yeah, man, absolutely wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild. What's that? Indian startup fired everyone that said they were stressed. What? Yo, big up India, man. Indian startup fired everyone that said they were stressed. Dear team, recently we conducted a survey to understand your feelings about stress. Many of you shared your concerns, which we deeply value and respect. As a company committed to fostering a healthy and supportive work environment, we have carefully considered the feedback. To ensure that no one remains stressed at work, we have made a difficult decision to part ways with employees who indicated significant stress levels. This decision is effective immediately, and impacted employees will receive further details separately. Thank you for your cooperation. Yo, they said, are you tired? You said, yeah, all right, go home. Go sleep forever. Don't ever come back. Yo, India, W India, bro. W India startup scene. Absolutely no F's given. Are you tired? All right, cool. Well, sleep. Go home and sleep. Don't ever come back. What? Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Auntie not playing. Any more updates regarding him? No. Ashley saying how bright headlights have become is immediately cool. Yeah. So no more updates on him at the moment. But yeah, what's that? Hearing XRP might go to 10,000 per all the banks are going to use it. Big up my Brits, man. Big up British. You know, this is true British heritage. This is true British heritage and true British excellence. Everything of this is probably like I would love to try and wear something like this and actually try and go Berghain. I'll see what happened. Maybe that'd be a bit of a prank. Wear something like this and actually try and rock up to Berghain and see what happens. Yeah. True British heritage, man. True British heritage. Big up my G's. Big up all my UK G's. All my UK G's bang your fucking doors. Alright, cool. What you call it? Let's move on. So we're saying in stream chat. Sorry, I've been ignoring some of you. What are you guys saying here? Big up Uche. When AG says he's unemployed, he just means that he lost all his money investing in Hawk2 coin. Yeah, I wish, man. That would have been a good story, actually. Would have been a good bit of the story to add to my lore. You know what I mean? That I invested a lot into Hawk2 and I lost it all. That'd be fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking hilarious. Big up Chris Mack. Meanwhile, I'm seeing YouTubers calling for Greater Israel Project, a conspiracy theory at Mayo. What else are you saying on here? Big up Abe Martinez. What you guys saying on here? Full of Syria, Asian market. Ashu playing 4D chess. Exactly, Uche. Misunderstood the Ghost and Ghost B. Hilarious that nobody from the Score family called to turn him in either. Yep, too hot in it. Too hot. That's probably why. What's the movie written about this? Oh, you know Netflix are gonna go crazy. You know Netflix are gonna drop a fucking. They're gonna go crazy. You know Netflix are about to go crazy. You know Netflix are going to go crazy. You just know it. What's she saying on here? Cool. Lower back. What's saying here? Lower back pain. I just don't like snitching. I'd rather write a song of 7 years later. Free him. Take AZ instead. Big up younger vibes. They increase the reward to 50, 60. Disconnect. Okay, I'm back now. I think the microphone might disconnect for a bit, but we're back. We're back now. We're back. All right, cool. Cool. Let's continue on. So TFATK, apologies, I haven't had a chance to check all the stuff, so I'm gonna have to go through the Reddit and see what I go on. But I think I'm about 7 days late, so we'll go back 7 days on the Reddit and go through some of the big posts on there, and then move off to Tony Hinchcliffe a little bit, do a little Brendan Schaub, do a bit of Chin, and then we should be over with. My knee's still fucking fucked up from the bike fall as well, by the way. Every time I sit down for ages, it locks up. Tears in the chat for AZ. Tears in the chat. Tears. Cool. Let's move on. Big up everybody in the stream chat. If you're enjoying what you're seeing what you're enjoying, please like the stream down below. Please like the stream. Cool. Let's move on. So, TFATK stuff that I've missed out on. Let's see what have I missed out on that I haven't seen so far over the last 7 days or so. Oh yeah, we talked about Papa Outlasted Us. Oh yeah, we talked about the Connor's Nut, innit? Should we do the Connor's Nut again? Because it's just funny, innit? Let's just watch the Connor's Nut one more time. Just a funny clip, so why not just watch it again? I'm sure some of you guys have already seen it, but it's just fucking hilarious.
Here's the way this affects Conor McGregor. Proper 12's his biggest nut.
I didn't realize he says hairs. He doesn't say hears. He said hairs, right?
Here's the way this affects.
Wow. He can't even say hears or hear. He says hairs. Look.
Here's the way this affects Conor.
Hairs.
Here's the way this affects. Here's the way this affects Conor McGregor.
Crazy.
Proper 12's his biggest nut. Now.
One more time.
Here's the way this affects Conor McGregor. Proper 12's his biggest nut. Now, unless he paid all cash for those still have a payment every month. So his nut is this every month, and you can't get out of those. But chances are he didn't pay all cash. So his monthly nut, based off most of that was taken care of from the nut he was getting. Again, unless he paid all cash, which hopefully he did for all this, so he doesn't have a big, huge nut every month. $5 million a month. That covers my nut every single month. Leave this, Jim. Don't edit this out. Guilty or not, all those companies jump off. So you go from your nut of making $10 million a month. It drives me fucking nuts. Nuts! I keep saying nuts. Sorry. All right, what do you got, Jen?
What a legend, man. What a fucking legend. That nut That sweet, sweet, sweet Conor nut. Huh? That sweet nut. That sweet Conor McGregor nut. That sweet Irish nut, right? That sweet working class was on benefits, homeless nut, sleeping on my mum's nut. Huh? Oh, that nut, man. That Mystic Mac nut. Gotta love that Mystic Mac nut, right? That yo. Irish nut go crazy, bro. Irish nut go crazy. Let's continue. Work ethic isn't going to change. Let's see this. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Oh, the work ethic isn't going to change. What's this about?
Yeah, I was the best janitor there was.
What?
That'd be fun.
I'm sorry. Did you say your first job was a janitor?
I was a janitor at
Albertsons?
Albertsons, yeah.
Like mopping floors?
Cleaning the bathroom. I got fired because they wouldn't give me the Super Bowl off, so I quit. And it was when the Broncos were in the Super Bowl.
Still, that's-
and I kept getting in trouble because they'd be like, "Hey, clean the bathroom."
How can you not pronounce Super Bowl? Super Bowl. What did you say there?
I was a janitor at Albertsons, yeah.
Like mopping floors?
Cleaning the bathroom. I got fired because they wouldn't give me the Super Bowl off, so I quit.
By the way, I call cap on this story because if Brendan was a janitor in a former job, in a former life, he would use it as part of his law to talk about how you pull yourself up for his bootstrap and to make it seem like you're self-made. He'd use that image in some sort of content. There's no way he wouldn't have a picture of it showing it off. Look how far I've come. This was me on my lunch break. That like for sure. I call cap on that story. I'm sorry. It just seems too movie-like, right? It seems too Hollywood-like, too fucking, come on, man. Come on, bro. Really?
And it was when the Broncos were in the Super Bowl.
Still, that's-
and I kept getting in trouble because they'd be like, "Hey, clean the bathroom." I'm like, "No doubt." And the 5 cents candy back in the day?
Yeah.
I used to grab a handful of Twizzlers, go in the bathroom, grab all the old like truck and car magazines, and just sit there for hours reading the magazines and eating the candy.
Yeah.
And then finally someone was like, "Where the fuck is that Brendan kid?"
Yeah. I mean, being a janitor.
I had to pick the cigarette.
Hold on, didn't you say he's the best janitor? So he's taking pride in not doing his job. He's taking pride in basically stealing a living. He's taking pride in stealing on the job, eating on the job. But in that previous interview, didn't he say he was like the best janitor ever? He's got so much, his CTE and the fucking constant need to lie is crazy, isn't it? I was the best janitor. Everything I do, I'm the best at. My work ethic never changes. I'm the best at everything. But then you take pleasure in saying that you didn't do the job. Because you were better than the job. You didn't give a shit about it. You just kind of coasted along. It's like, come on, man, let's get your story straight.
Cigarettes out of the fucking ashtray every morning. I had to be there at 5 a.m. Sucked, man.
What was your first job, Bri?
That work ethic came
Brian
from my
never
dad. I mean, dad, blue collar, self-made. So when I was young, he taught me the work ethic. So no matter what I'm doing, whether, I was a janitor for a short period of time when I was young, I was the best janitor there was. I was there early, stayed late. Like, it's just a work.
And janitor that arrives early and stays late. What? Okay, my guy. Okay.
Work ethic. So wherever you put me at, that work ethic isn't going to change. Peaches, delight.
I just don't know why you need to lie about that. But big up the pictures of that, by the way. I don't know why you need to lie about that. Such a weird thing to lie about. Like, why? Why are you lying? Like, that number one, why you lying that you were a janitor. Number two, why you lying that you were the best one ever and no one could come near you. When you then bragged earlier on that you didn't take it seriously. Like, why? Just why? Why? It's so weird. All of it is so weird. It's just, like, it's so unnecessary. But I think as someone else said in the comments previously about people that are given everything with this constant need to lie and embellish. It's like, why can't you just, like, be happy that you were born on third base? Be happy that you were given, you're blessed with a family or with a dad that was able to make it and make a bunch of money so you can kind of take more chances and just take the chances and do what needs to be done. This whole, like, retconning or this whole, like, going back and trying to change what his upbringing was like and how he came up and trying to have it. Because it seems like, if anything, it seems like Brendan wants his upbringing or wants his origin story to basically mirror more of his dad's, which is weird because your dad probably did all the work, made whatever application that he made that's computer shit that he sold to army companies and email companies back in the day, which made them millions allegedly. He made that so that you don't have to work as hard as him, or that so you can have a an easier path through life, whatever it may be. But I think he nowadays, because obviously people maybe because people value hard work and humble beginnings more. I don't know, maybe that's why. But I don't really see this need to lie. Like, the fact that your dad made it and was able to do well for himself is a good thing. Like, just brag about that and then use some of his learnings to apply to stuff that you're doing. It's not that deep, really, but when it comes to this guy, nothing makes sense, really. Nothing makes sense. So, big up, Papa. Next one. Yeah, you're rich. What's this one? Yeah, you rich. What's this one about? Big up. What's this one? Yeah, you rich. Big up Haphazard. This one.
Yeah, we do all.
Big up this guy. This one. Yeah, you rich. What's this one about?
Yeah, we do all that traditional
Mashed
shit.
potatoes, yeah.
You and I have talked about the bird itself is a boring bird.
Stupid bird.
It's a dumb bird.
Once a year is more than enough
Yeah,
for me.
I'll smoke a turkey. I think smoking a turkey is a better idea, but
Smoke it, fry
overall,
it.
fuck off.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, overall, fuck
We need to
it.
switch up the holiday.
Yeah, I'd like a big old rack, some
Rack of
elk
ribs?
backstrap would be nice.
Yeah, you rich. I would do maybe like a prime rib or like a sirloin.
Yeah.
A nice steak.
Yep.
If I was, he's never gonna do it because he's a fucking pussy-hole, generally. But if I was fucking Brian, I'd be like, yeah, but you're just as rich as me. We're just as rich as each other. What the fuck are you talking about? We are just as rich as each other. Why are you acting as if like I'm way more richer than you? We are just as rich as each other. Like, allow this. I'm rich, you're rich. We're both rich. Like, fucking shut up. Yo, big up a Starlux.
Maybe the kebab shop downstairs is hiring.
Yeah, probably, but they wouldn't take me. I'm not gonna lie. When's the last time you went to a kebab shop and seen a black person work there? When's the last time you went to a kebab shop and you seen a black person work there? Tell me. Be honest. Be honest. No one talks about it that much, but kebab shops are, they're very clear on who they hire. They're very clear. They don't just say it, but they're very clear. They're very, very clear. Yo, big up Starlux.
Yeah, you rich. I would do and Brian's a fighter, and he won't speak on it too much, but it really messed him up financially. He's a guy at 5,000 years old who has to tour every weekend just to make ends meet.
I'm sorry, but if my friend puts out my business like this, this might cost us the friendship. I'm gonna have to reconsider our friendship. If you're my friend and I confide in you, I'm telling you about how hard it is for me out here. Not because I want you to give me money, just because you're my friend and I want someone to kind of shoulder to cry on, or somebody to soundboard ideas of, or someone just to vent to, and you're then using what I tell you to go tell your fans as a way to kind of make yourself look better or something, to morally grandstand or whatever. I'm pissed. We might have an issue. I might not speak to you again if this is what my friend is doing. Go fuck yourself. Go and fuck yourself truly. If my friend is treating me like this, no. That's fucked up.
Peaches Delight.
I love that, by the way. Peaches Delight is a restaurant. But yeah, what a horrible person, man. What a horrible, horrible person. But generally thinks he's the greatest guy in the world, obviously, which is really interesting in that way, isn't it? We see him for the horrible guy he is, but in his head, he is the greatest guy that ever lived. Another post here, quick comedy, that's never going to happen. Some banger posts, isn't it, recently going through. Big up the Fighting Kid people who are putting these posts together. Big up, who's this one? Guild Guitars. Big up Guild Guitars for this one. What's this one saying?
It seems like everything you've done, whether it's stand up in 2 years or shooting a Showtime special, like, I think as comedians, we can be battered and be like, well, I'll do my 10 years and then, but you were like, no, I'm like doing this now type deal.
Big up Fasad Aziz. My friend Izzy lost his job. It's been rough. He has to work every day just to make it ends meet. It's not how it's supposed to go. It drives me nuts, exactly. He has to stream every day just to make ends meet. New Patreons every fucking day. It drives me nuts. Yo, big up the unemployed crew. Big up the unemployed crew. Bang your doors. Rub your £2 together. Rub your pennies together.
So, like, is there a mindset to you being able to excel in an industry so fast, or like, what do you attribute to that?
I don't know. I wish I could, because, dude, do you know how hard it is to become a headlining comic? Dude, it's so hard.
This is I still maintain till this day, this might be my favorite lie of Brendan's. I said for the longest time I'll do a video on it. I still haven't done it yet. Please forgive me. But this might be my favorite lie of Brendan's ever. The Moon Tower Comedy Festival, I'm headlining it lie. So brilliant. So brilliant. Because you can see how the lie came to be. Because most likely what happened, as you can see via this picture here on the screen, most likely Moon Tower, what they did there, we know when you're advertising a festival, you have different kind of like lineups that you probably put out on social media to garner certain reactions and hope to sell more tickets. So you have certain names on there. But imagine for a festival like Moon Tower Comedy Festival, you might have certain, flyers that you do ABC testing on. So you test one flyer for a certain segment of people, you do another flyer for a certain segment, and then you kind of analyze the results and then put more money into one, rinse and repeat. But in this regard, I think what they do, most festivals, is that they have like lineups. They have the full lineup anyway, but then they say just added to add more hype. That's what I think they do, right? To add more hype, add more excitement. So they already know it beforehand, but they kind of, drip feed it throughout the weeks or weeks prior, whatever. So most likely, Moon Tower Comedy Festival made a mistake with Brendan, because when they put just added Sarah Silverman, Tim Dillon, Brendan Schaub, Neil Brennan, Matteo Lane in bold, Brendan saw that, and because his name was in bold, he thought he was headlining. So that's part of what I think is a lie. That's the part where I don't think it's a lie. The lie comes where I think he was made aware he wasn't headlining, but he refused to back down. He didn't want to give the trolls or the detractors a win, so he kept talking about him headlining when he wasn't. And eventually, he ended up backing out of the festival because he didn't want to play the smaller venue, whatever, and he didn't go anyway. But I love that the lie started because he's such a redact. He didn't see just added and just read his name in bold and imagined he was headlining. Like, fucking insane.
Part of the headline, headline for 6 years now. Been in comedy about 8. But what else you can do? Stop? Quit? No, that's not me. Never gonna happen.
Oh, really, dude?
I had to cancel Austin and Nashville. Usually I hate doing that stuff. It happens. I think this time I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna pull back from touring so much. I can't do it anymore.
I honestly forgot. This is what I think. I honestly forgot how miserable and how sad the announcement was. Look, he still got that horrible mustache style that he used to do. This was not like a joyous occasion. Now looking back on it, you could see how miserable and how kind of how just he was clearly sad. He was clearly going through it, and he clearly was not in the best place. So it's funny that he now talks about it as if like, no, I was, it's just a break. I was going to do other things. I might come back. No. You were speaking about it like you admitted defeat. Like, I tried to stand up thing. It didn't work out. I'm hanging it up. So I love how he tries to retcon it, but looking at his face here, he's not even making eye contact. He looks really glum. It's clear that, he's quit because he couldn't take it because he's miserable or because he's not good. Who knows?
I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm freaking tired. I've been hustling for 12 years now. As far as the plane life and stuff like that, I gotta chill out. I can do spots in LA, I can do local, SoCal, NorCal, but going international or going across the freaking United States ain't happening right now. So I'm gonna take a break from that.
This guy, man.
Do my thing. Just do my thing, man. Falsely confused.
One more time. Falsely confused.
Do my thing. Just do my thing, man. Falsely confused. Falsely confused.
Falsely confused. Falsely confused. Oh, mate. Multi-millionaire, At one point, this guy was a multi-millionaire driving Ferraris and Porsches and shit, man. Never give up on life, man. Never unalive yourself. Never unalive yourself, man. Never unalive yourself. What's this about? Isn't this Joe Rogan's story? What? What's this about? Isn't this Joe Rogan's story? What?
Then I worked construction. I took a whole summer. And I tore down a house.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Isn't it really ironic? Isn't it really coincidental that they're both going through this like right-wing renaissance, or they're both going through they're both in their right-wing era, they're both in their conservative era, especially Allowed. They're both kind of, simping for Trump and shit. Isn't it ironic that, or isn't it coincidental that because they're going through their right-wing era, that now suddenly we're hearing all these tales, all these stories about being middle class, working class, growing up humble, working in construction with your hands, being Christian, all these sort of nonsense things. Isn't it a coincidence? It must be a coincidence, right? I don't think I've ever heard Brian Cannon mention he did work construction in my life. I know I've heard him mention that he was an accountant, remember? I think he said he was like, I said at one point, he said didn't Brian Cannon say his firm was in the Twin Tower building before obviously 9/11. I'm sure that's what he said back in the day. He used to say, yeah, he used to work there. So, and I think even that job he got fired from. I think his dad got him it, and he wasn't that good at it. But yeah, suddenly now he's a former construction worker. Oh yeah.
And I dug a foundation, and that took me all summer. And we would take people that work construction. You don't know how hard that shit is until you've done it.
They're tough.
You have no idea. And also I realized, I said, I never want to do this. I got to figure out a way so I don't do manual labor, because hard labor is a nightmare.
I've never heard him say this story. Oh, look at Brendan wearing his Gen Z jeans, by the way. Look at Brendan wearing his Gen Z jeans. Look at Brendan trying to be with the kids. Fucking embarrassing. Look at Brendan. Look at Brendan in his little Gen Z jeans. Look. You see there? Look at Brendan in his little Gen Z jeans. Brendan's out here trying to look like net spend. Look at Brian. Look at Brendan's jeans. He's got his little brat coloured fucking long sleeve on. I'm trying to look like net spend out here. Look at this guy, man. Brother, you are 41 years old with 3 kids. Hang it up, man. Hang it up. Look at it. With the kids. Ay. Look at that. What is that fit, bro? What is that fit? What is that fit? But yeah, what can you do? Let's continue. Brendan taking L's in Tim's comment section. Yep. By the way, this is aged horribly, hasn't it? Ever since that podcast has come out, that's been absolutely smashing Tim Kennedy to pieces. Actually, let me actually see if I can get up on here. There's actually a podcast that's been tearing him to pieces, right? And I think Brendan is like this. He's post talking about the guy. He's gonna age horribly now. It's gonna age absolutely horribly, because now we all have heard that guy is definitely a liar, and everything he claimed to have done in the army he didn't do. So Brendan's fucking, clearly coming out of it looking absolutely horrendous. I think this is the post here, right? Psycho Tim, that Tim Thangham is called out by Delta Force operator for his repeated lies. This is fucking special. So I think Brendan again will end up on the wrong side of history, as per usual. Brendan Schaub ending up on the wrong side of history, going hell for leather, trying to defend fucking Tim Kennedy, when the entire fucking special forces, army fucking community are going out of their way to call him out on all of his lies. Here's Brendan defending him in the comments. This means you're crushing it, my man. These dudes don't have the ability to come up with original ideas and have a podcast people will watch, so they get envious of people like yourself or others you named and hope to generate views of hate, which will work for a short term, but eventually they're back to square one with no new ideas and will go for someone else to generate views. Eventually the sponsors will jump off, but it will be too late. You're one of the best people I know. We all love you. Those dudes can't say the same. So this is Brendan, like, fighting, defending Tim Kennedy, indefensible, by the way, because he just lied straight up about his experience, about what he done, blah blah blah. And of course, here are the guys on that podcast detailing some of Tim Kennedy's lies. Let's hear what these guys have to say, right? So big up the person that clipped this as well. Ronaldo Johnson, let's play this. Psycho Tim being called out by Delta Force operators for his repeated lies. Let's hear what these guys have to say.
So now, when he's done dressing down an officer, that never happened. And again, that's shameful. And then like this, he has a persona of himself that he wants to be, but he wasn't. Like you weren't.
Who's
that
make
guy.
you think of?
You
Who's that make you
weren't
think
that
of?
guy
Who's that make you think of?
that carries grenades around and
Who's that make you think of?
and throws 25 in and flattens structures.
Who's that
You
make you
weren't that
think of?
sniper that killed for hours. And you weren't that guy that would dress down an officer for not doing the right thing. Well, especially because it never happened. You're just not the person that you desperately want to portray yourself to be.
And the funny thing about that quote, the funny thing about this sentence, the funny thing about this segment, this is exactly the same thing I said about Brendan from the beginning of doing these streams. I said in the beginning, on paper, he's done really well for himself, and it should be quite an awesome, wow, you're a badass story. From doing sports in college, playing some football, playing some lacrosse, transitioning that to UFC, doing pretty decent in there, you know, getting some good knockouts, getting knocked out unfortunately way too much, having to get cut or having to quit, then transitioning that into podcasting, being Rogan's friend, having one of the popular podcasts in the beginning when no one was really doing it, but still you kind of had the popular one. Also kind of pioneering that sort of like MMA guy with the comedian thing going on. Like, you know, a bit of e-celebrity stuff, a bit of acting, a bit of, you know, presenting, all this sort of malarkey, Showtime deal. On paper, that's pretty cool. But in between those factual things that he's done is way more embellishment, way more twisting of narratives, way more posturing, way more just acting like a complete douchebag, which makes it almost impossible for you to cheer him on, almost impossible for you to rally behind him. When really, on paper, it's pretty decent what he's done. Same goes for Tim Kennedy. Probably a pretty decent experience or things to look back on in his army career, Marines career, whatever it may be, even with the UFC stuff, even some of the acting stuff he's done in the past, but it wasn't enough. It's never enough with these motherfuckers. That's what you see. It's never enough with people like Brendan, people like these guys who lie so much. It's just never enough. They can't, you know, their actual life isn't enough for them. They need to add more. 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 So it's been funny to see this Tim Kennedy thing play out the way it's playing out and people calling him out left, right, and center. So yeah, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. Papa on the wrong side of history once again. Papa's still a punchline assassin. What's this? Papa's still a punchline assassin. What's this about? Punchline assassin. Let's see this.
Take that. Sorgon's a minus 345. In what world? Bryce will give you a fucking parlay. Kids travel ball. You got a lot of live dogs. We got a live dogs, and we got a dog in the building. My pup's here, Donnie. We got a lot of live dogs. Both undefeated. Somebody's O has got to go. That is happening. You ain't getting no Luke Thomas, Irohwani. Because if you put Ariel on that bitch, I wish they would. You put Ariel or Luke Thomas or Pizza Carroll on that. And I love the UFC. You can do a lot, man. And they're like, oh, whatever. UFC 227, John Jones. You're like, I just saw a video of him beating his wife. Like, fuck. But there's some darkness with these cage fighters that we all want to forget. A lot going on in the fight game, though, I'll tell you that much. You know, UFC 310, and this card is straight up spicy. From top cards of the year, there's no like bangers. We're like, oh my God, I got it. For casuals, like, oh my God, I stop up being a dad. All right, let's get to it. And don't you play that video, Chin, that I posted, man. That soundtrack slaps. I don't know if you're teasing me to do guys because that soundtrack slaps. The pay certain kids to play, they're 9.
It's like blue chips.
Grappling ability. I'm telling you right now, I know Crone doesn't give a flying fuck about Bryce Mitchell's grappling credentials. Doesn't give a fuck.
Famous last words, isn't it? Famous last words. Big up Bryce Mitchell.
He's Crone Gracie.
Big up. Papa's predictions for fights are fucking legendary, innit? Big up Press Mitchell. Your Kroger doesn't give a fuck. Okay. Big up Price Mitchell. Oh mate. Oh, absolutely special. Absolutely special. Let's continue on here. It's a prom B. What's this about? It's a prom. Oh, this is Brendan Shaw's wife, innit? What's she posting here? Big booty problems. Yeah, I guess so, girl. I guess so. Rinks is so fake. What's happening here?
Yeah, I went over Callan's house once, and he had something like Catcher in the Rye sitting on his coffee table. I go, you're not reading that. I go, you have that out there when girls come over. He goes, you're right. He goes, how did you know? I go, you scumbag.
Yeah. My man's crying every pod. What's this about? More crying.
And yeah, I'll get off the dad shit after this, but I'm pretty emotional about it coming off this travel ball shit. You only get 10 years. You get 10 years. Here we go.
Oh, I knew that. He loves that. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
And yeah, I'll get off the dad shit after this, but I'm pretty emotional about it coming off this travel ball
Emotions.
shit. You only get 10 years. You get 10 years. Here we go. Yeah, I know. I can't talk about a kid without fucking get emotional. But here's the thing. You get 10 years where you're your kid's idol.
I think he's repeating that meme, innit? Wasn't there like a meme on TikTok about this? You get 10 years or something like that, right? As their dad. So, which is funny because anyway, it's a good thing. I'm not going to rag on the kid thing too much, even though he's only in his kid's life now because he's quit stand up because he wasn't selling tickets. So if he was selling tickets and he was on the road and he was touring and he was a road dog, he wouldn't give a fuck about his kid's Super Bowl and his kid's fucking baseball team and all this sort of shit. He wouldn't give a fuck. So it's a good thing in general that it's worked out the way it's worked out, where he's spending more time with his family and he's realizing, hey, my kids aren't that bad. They're actually quite cool. I quite like my family. That's a good thing. But it's just the fact that, you know, it's just this fucking crying and all this fucking lecturing and this talking. So, bro, you're not teaching people how to be good dads. Good dads don't need to learn from Brendan. Do you know what I mean? They're doing good dad shit. They don't need Brendan to fucking tell them how to be good dads. And if they have 10 years, they know already. They don't just want 10 years. They want all the years. You know what I mean? They're not bothered. They love their kids. But, you know, whatever. I guess he got there. That's the main thing. What's this one? Reason number 9446 of why Kane is an all-round cooler person than Schaub. Who's Kane? Oh, Cain Velasquez. Okay, cool. Is this really Cain Velasquez eating a raspado in SJ? It's hilarious. Yeah, be up Cain Velasquez. Is that real? That is actually him, innit? That's actually him on some fucking kid's rocking horse. And is that an ice cream shop? What the fuck is that? That is so random. I love it. Big up Cain Velasquez. Next thing here, Rinks ripping off Joe's construction job. Sorry, we've seen that already. The Hungry Wolf comedy. Oh yeah, watch that as well. Hungry Wolf comedy special. Huge laughs murderer. What? Huge laughs murderer.
Here's at the UFC, because on paper there's so many fights of the night on here, performance of the night. There's so many. Dana White's gonna be giving out bonuses like Oprah. You get a bonus. You get a bonus. You get a bonus. Right?
Okay, cool. Oprah joke. Still doing those?
Giving out lube like P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But
lube. Okay, baby oil. You mean? Okay. Anything? Okay. The Schaub show is fucking interesting, isn't it? Fucking one of the best shows out there, man. What an interesting show. Let's continue. What's that? A Fresh Juices. What's this about? A Fresh Juices.
He's sort of the timeline where we missed the bullet.
Oh, I haven't watched this, by the way. This podcast allegedly is really intense. I need to watch this, by the way. This guy is really intense, but loads of really cool conspiracies. So if you're into them, check this guy out. I forgot his name. I think it's something like Benz or something. Matt Beans or Matt Benz, I forgot. But he's on recently. Allegedly, it's an intense one, but it's a good one.
He's sort of the timeline where we miss the bullet, is where there's a Deus ex machina. You know, it's sort of like a.
Oh no!
Hey, what?
Oh no!
Jay goes, like similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato? Like in Venice?
Deuces Macchiato. Deuces Macchiato. Deuces Macchiato is fucking brilliant. Honestly, one more time. Deuces Macchiato.
He's sort of the timeline where we miss the bullet, is where there's a Deus ex machina. You know, it's sort of like a.
Oh no!
Hey, what?
Oh no!
Jay goes, like similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato? Like in Venice that we always go to?
He's sort of the timeline where we miss the bullet, is where there's a Deus ex machina. You know, it's sort of like a.
Oh no!
Hey, what?
Oh no!
Jay goes, like similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato? Like in Venice that we always.
You big up Smash Mino. I'd drink that. Sounds refreshing. Exactly. Yo, big up Tony FM. Appreciate it. Can't watch any of this shit anymore without Zingo host. Yeah, appreciate you. This is macchiato. It does actually sound quite tasty. You know, that's a good point. It actually does sound quite good if that does exist.
Oh no!
Jay goes, like similar. Remember that Deuces Macchiato? Like in Venice that we.
This is macchiato. What a fucking legend. And then we'll go to the next page. Oh my god, man, I love this, man. Deuces Macchiato, yeah. All right, cool. What's it called? What is it saying? What we missed out on here? We'll do one more. Then we go to Tony Hinchcliffe stuff. Put it in the kiddos. You got 10 years.
I'm telling you, parents out there, put it into the kiddos.
What? Put it in the kiddos. Or put it. Okay.
I'm telling you, parents out there, put it into the kiddos.
Okay.
You get 10 years.
To put it into the. Okay. Pause. What's going on here? Okay, he's doing a tour. Cool for him. Janitor's work ethnic updated. Okay, let's see this one. Janitor's work ethnic updated. Big up haphazard.
You know, I was a janitor for a short period of time when I was young. You know, I was the best janitor there was. I used to bag the groceries, and there's a kid with Down syndrome who was bagging them too. I hated my life and my job there, so I'd grab all the new magazines and candy and donuts, just sit in the bathroom, crumple up the magazines, you know, and then I'd put the magazines back, and finally got a meeting, and they were like, hey, whoever the fuck is ruining the magazine and everything, you know, this is a problem. It's someone inside. It's an inside job doing this. And I thought the easy victim would be the kid with Down syndrome. Oh, no. I think it's Jerry.
Oh my God!
What is poppin', Thicky?
Jesus.
Yeah, I was the best janitor there was. That'd be fun.
I'm sorry. Did you say your first job was a janitor?
I was a janitor at
Albertsons?
Albertsons, yeah.
Like mopping floors?
Mopping, cleaning the bathroom. I got fired because they wouldn't give me the Super Bowl off, so I quit. And it was when the Broncos were in the Super Bowl.
Still, that's
and I kept getting trouble because they'd be like, "Hey, clean the bathroom." I'd be like, "No doubt." And you know the 5 cents candy back in the day?
Yeah.
I used to grab a handful of Twizzlers, go in the bathroom, grab all the old like truck and car magazines, and just sit there for hours reading the magazines and eating the candy.
Yeah.
And then finally, someone was like, "Where the fuck is that Brendan kid?"
Yeah. I mean, being a janitor.
I had to pick the cigarettes out of the fucking ashtray every morning. I had to be there at 5 a.m. Sucked, man.
What was your first job, Bri?
That work ethic came from my dad. I mean, dad, blue collar, self-made. So when I was young, he taught me the work ethic. So no matter what I'm doing, whether, you know, I was a janitor for a short period of time when I was young,
Okay.
you know, I was the best janitor there was. I was there early, stayed late. Like, it's just a work ethic. So wherever you put me at, that work ethic isn't going to change. Peaches, delight.
Peaches, delight. Oh, absolutely brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Let's move up on here. Let's see what else we got here. Bear with me a second. What's that? Chris Didelia? What's his name?
More like 8,000.
What's he talking about here? What's this guy talk? What's this fucking PDF talking about?
More like 8,000 likes. Okay. Now let's try this. Boom, if we like these.
Why is he on TikTok or something? Bro, like, look after your kids, man. Like, come on, man. He's still out here fucking... Yeah, I guess you have to kind of rate the confidence. You have to rate the fucking, you know, whatever. Oh, look, they're calling him Chris D'Elia in the stream chat. Chris D'Elia. The point with the pointed thing is fucking incredible. I love it. No one's giving him peace.
Well, now you can't see him. What's this?
Chris D'Elia.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Love you, bro. What's up, Chris? I'd win a fight against you. Get some sleep, Chris. What's that? Weren't you caught what? Someone said that. What's that? Weren't you caught what? Someone said something. Weren't you caught? What was that one? Weren't you caught? Weren't you caught talking to a minor? Big up Lee Raiola. Weren't you caught talking to a minor? Oh, really, dude. How's Megan though? What's that? Chris, I found a perfect video. What's that? Chris, I found a perfect video for you to react to. What do I do? Angelina. Jesus Christ, Angelina.
Wow.
I think he's seen it, by the way. He's just not reacting. I think he's seen all these Chris D'Elia. He's definitely seen it. He's just trying to ignore it. I think he's definitely seen it. Bro, the dead air is crazy, isn't it? Say something, bro. PDF file. What's up, Drake, though? You're blocked by the live creator. Yeah, he finally got blocked. Okay, cool. Big up. That was good. That was fucking good. He definitely ended up getting blocked there, but yeah. I'm not a fan of this type of gay ops usually, you know. Leave people alone on their content and shit. If you want to diss them, go on your own platform and diss them. But sometimes, especially when it involves, you know, minors and shit, you know, it is what it is, man. You have to pay the price. You're not in prison. You're gonna get constantly mocked on socials. It is what it is. It is what it is. What's that here? Nope. What's this? Bean Dip and Whack Job West Club. What's this? Bean Dip and Whack Job West Club. Oh, this guy that's getting trolled, isn't it? Whether this West something.
When you're in that situation, you come out.
Look how drunk and horrible and saggy faced Brendan looks. Wow. I forgot that drinking era was so fucking funny. Look at him. Whew.
In that situation, you come out of jail after 10 years.
Are we started?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we just go.
What people don't realize is when you let yourself down, you project that onto others. So that's what makes you have bad relationships, a pessimistic view. Make more money in a fucking confined environment than most people can make on the street. You know?
Okay.
Dude.
Like I would be in the shoes. I made money in prison illegally and legally.
And you can't sell Torma.
I can't sell.
You don't even have a drink.
Nothing. I've never. No, the last time I drank was in prison. I had some Pruno.
I'd love to try some.
Dude, they're so good though. Like they'd make it out of.
I've heard.
They make it out of oranges and like maple syrup.
Brendan has a problem.
Dude, it's fire. It was fire. Like they were watching.
Take your business cap off. We're
dude,
talking.
the second.
It's so stupid, dude. It's fucking. Can you believe that?
Hey, the second I drank in prison for the first time in a long time, I had some speed and I just did a bump. Now I fucking
now tattoos on his face.
No, now we're just gonna make his ass work out.
Or something?
Now we're just gonna make it work out and be up at a certain time, shower, work out, stay the fuck out there.
You're not gonna do well.
I'm hanging and staying out.
You get mad.
Yo, big up Andrew W. Yo, big up Andrew W. Appreciate you. Big up Andrew W. Appreciate you for the donor, brother.
But the majority of prison is main Latin. Is the
dude,
Latin?
It's all Southsiders. It's basically there's a message between us, and I go. One question. I don't teach people like
low
this.
frequency. Yeah.
I don't teach people all the bullshit like everyone listen. I go high frequency or low frequency, and then I show them the frequency chart, and I'm like, okay,
term. Hey, fuck
faces. If someone says fuck face, we're best friends.
I called my buddy today. He was like,
best friends.
Ryan's like, question: is your mom and dad still living with your grandma?
Have you ever had a sociopath come to you for help, like somebody? Because apparently there was a vice lord. This was a rumor.
Brian asking a sociopath if he actually had sociopath. Like what? Brian Callen, man. Hold on, Mike. Only Brian Callen.
A vice lord put his guys in there.
George doing his homework while the West goes there, chin looking into space.
Power trip.
Yeah, like it has to be both sides.
Preach, bro. I think we're good on current events, Chen.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he crushed it. We don't need current events.
Well done,
Doesn't
sir.
fit here. You crushed it.
I love talking to you guys.
We wanted you on for
I
a
could
hot
live here-
second.
I could live here for fucking with you. I could vibe here with you guys all the time.
I love it.
Yeah, you're
man.
great,
I
man.
like how practical you are about things.
I love the quotes you brought up. I'm gonna like pick up.
Fucking grift. Of course, Brendan and Brian would platform one of the biggest grifters of all time, in it, right? Absolute, perfect company. He's in perfect company with Bappa and Rinks. Absolutely perfect company. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. Whatever. That guy's not the coolest. Moving on. Fancy myself some fisticuff. What's this about?
Dude, I went to a therapist. I've been to a therapist maybe twice. I don't know what, 3 times, 4 times. And I went to a guy.
Was it couples
Somebody's
therapy?
like, no. Yes, I've done that. But
hey, that's fun.
Yeah.
Hey. Maybe let me get through what I want to say first. Before you jump in, interrupt, and start inserting or putting your own spin on what I want to say. Or just interrupting me so you say what you want to say. Maybe let me get out my fucking thoughts, please. All the interruptions, man. God damn.
Done that.
That's fun.
Don't do it.
Yeah. And there's that. But I also went.
Like, you're playing for the Red Sox. I play for the Yankees. You're both on the Red Sox. Why am I talking to the Red Sox? You're both on the Red Sox.
There you go. That's right.
I'm a Yankee. Why would I talk to the Red Sox? That's what it is, right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's teams.
That. Yeah.
Oh, 2-on-1.
I went alone.
Oh, but I also fancy myself a fisticuff. So it's like, now it's a challenge.
Honestly, looking at couples therapy or as fisticuffs, as an opportunity to fight, viewing couples therapy as an oppositional thing, and viewing it as the therapist taking the side of your wife or something, and it being combative, says a lot about the person. It says a lot about the person. Says a lot about the relationship. Says a lot about how they view their wife, partner, girlfriend, whatever. When you see it as like a battleground, right? You see it as a place to fight, as you see it as a place to, roll up your sleeves and get into some fisticuffs.
Answer yourself a fisticuff.
Oh, it's 2-on-1?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now we're not going to get anywhere because I'm going to be super difficult. Oh, and that's why we're here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah, that's why you
Done
get
that.
nowhere.
Been there. There's that.
Peaches. Delight.
Yeah, whatever. So Brian's been going to a therapist. That's an interesting thing to hear. So I guess Brian is definitely struggling behind the scenes. So maybe what Brendan was talking about in terms of the having to do 1 million shows a week and shit wasn't a lie. Maybe there was some truth in it. Brian's definitely struggling behind the scenes, it seems. Hasn't really come to grips with and I bet most of it is just a lack of acceptance. I said it before, like, he needs to give up. He needs to give something up. Just give up. Like, whether it's podcasting or stand-up, he needs to give something up immediately and just double down on the rest of it, and then just live in the servitude of his father, sort of bad thing, or maybe get a contact from his father to do some sort of, like, I don't know, consulting analyst type of job thing. I don't know, whatever. He'll be fine. He'll honestly be fine. He'll honestly be fine. He doesn't need to do what he's doing now. But I think the constant need to keep pushing and trying to be the next Matt Rife and shit at 60-something years old after 17 cancellations is just too much, man. You need to give something up. Give something up. Give one thing up. But he won't, so hey, it is what it is. Continuing on. Psycho Tim brags lies about committing war crimes. Let's see this.
And they meet up with a second ODA.
So hold on. Are these guys reading Tim Kennedy's book line for line and debunking every single line in every single chapter? This is genius. This is brilliant. They're going through they're basically going through the book with a fine-tooth comb, and then reaching out to the people who know and asking, hey, did this happen? Oh my God. Incredible. I love this.
The second ODA has bounded back into a support by fire position with the Czechs, and they are killing anyone that even looks at trucks the wrong way. And if you were a man and you were outside, you are probably dead. It was absolute dominance.
That, Tim, is called a war crime.
I was going to say, is that how Green Berets do it?
That is what's commonly
I'm frustrated. Every dude dies.
Everyone gets it. You look at me, you get it. You look at me, you die. You breathe, you die. It's crazy. That is not how Green Berets operate. And shame on you, Tim, for putting that out in a book. Again, I know it sounds cool and it makes you
Big up Tim Kennedy. Sorry, big up Tim Kennedy. He did some cool stuff in the army, did some cool stuff in the Marines. But imagine lying like that. Imagine lying like that. Imagine lying like that. What a fucking weirdo. What a fucking weirdo. What a fucking weirdo. And I like how he's being exposed by his fellow army people, that people within that world, right? People that have maybe served, people that are maybe in the Marines and shit. I like that's where it's coming from. I like it. I like that the people in that community are like, you know what? Enough's enough, brother. Enough is enough. Let's continue. Let's see how much I must see. I'm still on and stuff. Good. Next one. What's that? The McGregor Insider, ladies and gentlemen. Is Conor McGregor going broke? Inside suggests disgraced UFC star could be losing 5 to 10 million a month. Really? Okay. I don't think that's true, but hey, purveyors and the finest fake news. Let's see this one.
They'll come out as gay and you get funded.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think that's changing too. Because I got news for you.
Gotta get there.
November 12th, 2024.
Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly signed a $700 million deal to do a View-like show on CBS.
What?
Yeah. Let me say it again.
Is this breaking news?
Candace Owens, Meg Ryan. Meg
Ryan. That'd be sick. Sleepers in Seattle.
What's her name?
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. $700 million. We're talking. They want to counter the.
Why would it be some? I don't understand the number. I get the show, right? I get the show. Maybe again, it doesn't make sense, but I understand maybe the show. I don't understand how 2 women doing a show is going to counter the View, because the View is like 5 women. So maybe I can understand the premise of the show, but why would they offer them 700 mil? Like, why does that make any sense? Why would they get 700 mil off the top, off rip? Like, wouldn't they have to maybe earn that? Wouldn't they have to maybe show there's a demand for it? Maybe later down the line, they might get contract negotiation or contract renewal, and they might offer them that amount. Why would they come out off the gate, offer them 700 mil? Like, huh? Okay, whatever.
View.
What happens to the goblins on the View then?
The goblins in the View just keep sputtering their horse shit.
Could you find an attractive one to host that thing?
Jimmy Kimmel? What, the View?
Yeah, I think
the View might be, because it's just gossip. It's ladies.
And also the midwives and the 50-year-old, 60-year-olds watch at home.
Well, now Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly are going to do their own version of the View, but it's going to be conservative.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
And they signed a $750 million deal?
God damn. I'll watch them hoes.
Damn,
I mean, like hoes, you know what I mean? That's how I talk.
CSBS says it has not signed Megyn Kelly and Owens. A CBS spokesperson said online, narratives claiming the US broadcast network had signed a multi-million-dollar deal with conservative commentators Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens following the US national election were false. The person's social media linked to a sorted website for repurposing material from a September article on satirical site. God almighty. God almighty.
I'm sure it's high. Post-election, yeah.
Yeah. So those hoes that keep peddling their bullshit because people are tuning in. The bummer is, like, for the people listening, like, you're 3 million viewers.
Deuces Macchiato.
It's not that much.
Deuces Macchiato. Peaches Delight. Oh, God almighty, mate. Honestly. Getting done by fake news on social media nowadays must be so embarrassing, isn't it? Especially when you start pushing it like it's fake. You actually believe it. Oof. Tiger Belly shout out the cats.
I can put my IP address wherever I want.
Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what. Yeah, I know what it more means. Specific with that threat.
I'm gonna put the IP address right here. I'm gonna go on Reddit and I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm trying to ruin my career.
Not yours.
Whose?
Big up my
the
time.
homeless cats.
Big up my time. Big up my time.
What? She had a question, sir.
That's a very fucking. It's a very plugged in reference. IP address. Big up the IP narrative. I like that.
You didn't get it? It doesn't.
I literally don't know what is going on.
It doesn't matter. It's getting cut out.
It's not gonna get cut out.
We'll leave that one in.
Yeah, we'll leave that one in.
Oh, you leave it in?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Matan, are you an incel?
No.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Oh, that's really good. Big up Matan. Friend v Fugging. This is really good, by the way. I think we've seen this as well, by the way. I think we saw this, didn't we? Friends v Fugging. I think we saw this previously. But yeah, if ever you needed proof that, there's a difference, look at that. Shoulders, hips away, shoulders in a loving dad kind of way. And here, Brendan's leaning in, hips are in as well. Look where Brendan's hand is, lower back, next to the waist. Brian's hand, upper shoulder. Jesus, bro. If you're slow, Joe, you got to be looking at that kind of piss, isn't it? You got to be looking at that hand placement of Brendan's, and you got to be kind of pissed. That hand placement is like right on the top of the ass, right on the top. Whereas Brian Callen's got it on the shoulder like she's like his daughter or something, or his sister. But Brendan's definitely making it known. Yeah, I'm fucking this chick. I'm fucking her in my Thick Boy merch, Hallelujah. Big up Slow Joe for being fine with the hubby having a side piece. Big up saying as maybe being fine with doing shit in secret in the studio behind closed doors. She's a down ass girl, man. That's why the fellas like her. She knows to keep a secret. Big up saying as what's it going? Where you gonna be? Is this one? Where you gonna be?
I have a very close friend, my best friend, who's falsely accused of rape. And
Brian,
where are you gonna be?
Magooby's Joke House, kids. Timonium, Maryland, December 6th and 7th. Come get some this weekend, Friday, Saturday. I got Comedy Works, Denver, Colorado, December 12th.
My friend Brian Callen is one of the good guys that suffered from this. He's a guy at 88 years old, has to tour every weekend just to make ends meet. And that's not how this is supposed to go.
Zone Port Charlotte, December 26, 27, 28. Wow. Desert Ridge Improv, January 2 and 4.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, somebody kill me, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. Drive Fast, All Gas. This is the last. Next week's the last week. Ends December 15th at midnight.
Look at his face. Bro. I'm muted because the music is gonna get me fucking copyright struck. But look at his face, bro. Realizing all the dates and the misery of being a road dog. Fucking hell. Honestly, why do this when you have rich parents? Why do this when you have the credits that he has? Why? So I remember people saying to me, "Oh, you're being mean, telling him to give up. If someone told you to give up on your dreams." No, but he's like 60, he's 70. If I was still out here making mixes and trying to make it on YouTube and shit at 60, I hope someone in the comments would tell me, "Hey, hang it up, mate. Hang it up, cash in your pension, relax, have a wank. You know what I mean? Order some fleshlights and chill. You don't need this." I think Brian's the same way. There has to come a point where you just say, "Okay, I've done enough now. I've done enough. Like, when is enough is enough? When is enough, please? Because Jesus Christ, man, like, should he be really on the road every day or every other weekend or every weekend at some place called Magooby's, Madoodies? Like, what? Where's he playing at? Fucking hell, bro. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Look at him. Fuck, yeah, exactly. Z really wanted to be a comedy, wanted to be an actor. That's probably got hurt more than it. That's gonna be the real hurt, the real fucking gut punch. Brian did really only want to be an actor. He didn't really want to be a stand-up comedian. But then the acting started to take off just before he got cancelled. That's got hurt because he's always got booked doing comedy. He's always been fairly okay to get booked. I don't think he's ever struggled to get gigs. Maybe he struggled to sell out, but he didn't struggle to get gigs. But the film and the movie stuff was never really popping off. it finally does start to have some movement, some motion, some momentum, and then bang, he gets cancelled. So that's got to be a hard one to actually accept and swallow, because you were just there, close to kind of finally getting over the line, and then everything gets pulled underneath of you because allegedly you are maybe not the nicest guy to women when you catch them alone, you know? And when I mean catch them alone, I mean maybe follow them like prey. Who knows? Who knows? Who freaking knows? What's this one? Joe, the bashing of integrity. Steals a joke. Steals valor. Exactly. Exactly. Considering how Joe is like so much of a fan of the armed forces and always talking glowingly about people who served and shit, you'd think he'd be a lot more sensitive to this sort of stuff, innit? You'd think he'd be a lot more sensitive to the Tim Kennedy lies. He'd be more sensitive to, you know, the person he purported to be, and maybe the money that he claimed from it and all the fame or the whatever. You'd think he'd be a lot more, you know? But not a word, not a single word is going to come out of that guy's mouth about this whole thing. Not a single fucking word. But you dare steal a shitty joke from Ari Shafir or Mark Normand or his friends or whatever, he's gonna have a lot to say, you know? You steal a joke from his friends, he's gonna fucking cry. He's gonna throw a fucking wobbler. Stolen valor, not so much. Stolen valor, not so much. Never forget, what's this about? Oh, Tiger Thick. Never forget Tiger Thick, you know? What's that? Back label. Look at the back label of Tiger Thick. Look how it reads. I'm sure you can't even get that in the UK still, isn't it? That's one thing I want to try when I go to the States, actually. When I go to the States, apart from traveling and seeing different places, obviously, and going to the comedy clubs, and obviously seeing some of you guys out there, I think the other thing that I really want to do is taste Tiger Thick. That's going to be something I'm going to do. I'm going to probably buy like 7 bottles, pitch up at the Airbnb somewhere, and just start recording, and just start downing that shit. That's what I really want to do. I really, really want to taste some Tiger Thick, honestly. The tiger, the thickest big cat on the planet. Born blind, they hunt within a year and develop night vision in 2. A thick boy we know also overcame adversity to become a warrior in the ring and a slayer on the stage. Here's to the fighting spirit, to the uniqueness of each one's path. Beat the odds, be the outlier. Like this one-of-a-kind blend of American bourbon and Japanese whiskey. Look at Brendan thinking he's an outlier, you know. Mash bill, Indian bourbon whiskey, Japanese whiskey, matured in. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Honestly, who would want to drink? I don't know who. Do people actually want to drink like whiskey, Japanese whiskey mixed with bourbon? Is that actually a thing? Or would you want to just drink Japanese whiskey if you're a fan of it, or bourbon if you're a fan of it? Would you really want to mix it? I don't know. But hey, what do I know? Yeah. America trip coming. Next year, we're there. It's still in a very early planning stages, but we're gonna be there. Little US tour thing. We're gonna be there in the US next year. You feel me? We're gonna be there. We'll maybe do a couple meetups and shit and chill. That'll be fun. It'll be a vibe. We'll be there. Big up everybody. Let's continue. Dicey. What's this about? Oh, is this Slojo? Did Slojo see that post? Maybe Slojo saw this post, isn't it? Did somebody send Slojo this post? Sorry, people. Apologies. Maybe somebody sent Slojo. Which one is it? Oh, that one here. Yeah, that one. Maybe someone sent Slojo this post and she posted this. Maybe. What do you guys think? Did Slojo see that post and then posted this? I wonder. But regardless, what's the caption say? Slojo posting a picture of herself in the mirror, wearing a little tingy ting. When I get in shape, I won't say anything, but there will be signs. Who says this? Is that like a quote? I know people say when I get money and I get rich, I won't say anything, there'll be signs, but I haven't heard someone revert to it as a shape thing. But anyway, there's Slojo showing us her figure, showing us her form, reminding us that she looks sexy, I guess. Cool. I guess. Fair play. Yeah, we see a bit of the, we got a bit of the mummy pouch down there. We got the famous, oh, do you remember she got the famous, what she got there? Oh, Is it like an Italian flag? Is it an Italian? What's the law? I forgot the law about the Italian flag tattoo. Doesn't she has a flag of the outline of like Sicily or something? Is it the outline of Sicily? No, maybe it's the outline of Italy, but she's got the Mexican flag inside it because I think she's half Italian, half Mexican. I think that's the reason behind it, or something like that. I forgot what it is. I forgot what it is. Anyway, whatever. There's some sort of law behind the tattoo, but I know too much about this shit. I don't know. It's a bit redacted anyway. But anyway, let's move on. Don't put me in a watch list. I'm just a normal human being. Let's continue. An elite member of the 250. Jesus Christ. Is that what Tom Segura looks like? Or Tim? Tom Tim. Whoa. Whoa. Holy shit. He's definitely gonna leave Christina P in it. He looks fucking nuts, but he's definitely gonna leave Christina P in it. He's definitely gonna leave her. I think every woman out there, if your man starts to like get in shape, he starts shaving his beard, he starts dyeing his eyebrows, dyeing his hair and shit, he starts wearing fancy clothes, he's gonna leave you. But I don't know. I haven't watched Your Mama Test in a while. I don't know if Christina P is losing weight too, because I know she had that cancer diagnosis or something. Maybe she's starting to get more fit. I don't know. But Christina P's got to look out. Like Tom Segura is definitely gonna leave her. I feel like we're gonna see that on the timeline very soon. Tom Segura files for divorce. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I've got a feeling something's gonna happen there soon. It doesn't seem like he's there for the long run. He definitely wants a second wife. You know, he definitely wants a bit of a ditzy blonde somewhere he can just smash, or some influencer woman. You know what I mean? That I could see. I could see. I could see Tom Segura dating that girl that was involved in Zach Bryan. What's her name? Chicken Fry. Those type of girls, right? Those type of girls that are like have like Barstool Sports podcast. I could definitely see Tom Segura with one of those girls. 100%. I could see him with one of those girls. Those like girls that are like they are really 26, but they look 34. You know, those type of girls. I could definitely see Tom with one of those type of girls for sure. So Christina P, thoughts and prayers to her, but I feel like Tom is looking for a way out, in my personal opinion, but I could be wrong. I'm sure you've seen this, but what's this about? Oh, I didn't put this on mute.
Hated man on the internet?
No.
Depends. I just watched this. Have you seen this documentary, The Most Hated Man on the Internet?
No.
Whew. Did you hear?
Who is the most hated man on the internet?
His name is Hunter Moore. I don't know.
Brandon Schaub just went like this. Oh. Whew.
I remember this guy.
I wonder.
I don't even want to get caught in these crosshairs. I don't even want to be close to this. Damn it. There wasn't. I literally.
I wonder how much that hurt Brendan's feelings. I wonder how much Brendan actually feelings were hurt when he saw this clip. I wonder how much it actually stung him to his core when he saw this clip. It must have really hurt him, innit? Really, really hurt him. You could imagine. Anyway, let's move on to the fucking other shit. We've done a lot of Reddit already, and then we're gonna move on to the chin stuff and then some Brendan stuff, right? We've done quite a bit of Reddit, innit? Fuck, you know, we've done quite a bit of Reddit. Jesus Christos, cool. Let's move on to some other stuff now, and we'll go into this page in a minute. Let's go into some other stuff I want to talk about. Cool. Let's watch a little bit of the Tony Hinchcliffe documentary. Oh, special. Tony Hinchcliffe got a new comedy special out, filmed at the Mothership. It's called Garbage, a comedy set by Tony Hinchcliffe, recorded on 19th of the 11th, 2004. By the way, why do you guys in America have it that way? Why do you have the day in the middle and the month at the start? Shouldn't it be day, month, year, like how we have in the UK? That makes more sense. Why would you have it month, day, year? Why can't it be day, month, year? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's so backwards. Like, it's so fucking backwards. Or my backwards. It should be day, month, year. Not month, day, year. Anyway. We like it to be different and quirky. We don't do that shit. We don't go like, I love that. We quirky. I love that. That's so funny. A big up Tony FM. I don't know, but month, day, year makes more sense. Really? Imperial system for the win. We should use a metric system, but not redacted. Makes sense to know what month you're talking about. My granddad makes me laugh more than Tony. Big up Game Bread. Big up Pimp. Exactly. Western match talk. Okay, fair play. At least you guys realize how quirky you are. Let's watch it anyway. Tony Hinchcliffe, garbage. Let's see what this guy's saying. Let's see if it's garbage or let's see if it's good. Come on, bro. Is this a joke? Is that a joke? Golden Pony Productions. Is that a joke? That has to be a joke, right? He's not serious about this, isn't it? Golden Pony Productions. Fucking hell, Tony. So in this comedy special, he's going to include a clip of him making the garbage comment at the fucking Trump rally. Oh, we get it, man. We just go into a special. We don't need to see this. We've all seen this. Like, God Almighty, man. Oh my God. Murdering juice.
This next guy is one of my best friends, one of the funniest people alive. You might have seen him on the Tom Brady roast. He hosts the #1 podcast for comedy in the world.
Oh, so Rogan is drunk and high as fuck on his stage, isn't it? That's a nice pour of whiskey there in his cup. So okay, man, Brendan's really missing out, isn't it? All these friends on stage having fun, drinking a bunch, hanging out, doing their thing, and Brendan's just recording shitty pods with fucking Brian, ambushing fucking the bad boys of fucking Golden Hour and shit of Thick Boy. God damn it, man, what a sad life.
Give it up for my brother, Mr. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Fuck yeah. How about one more time for Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, and Ari Matti. Those are my friends. Fuck yeah. Everybody else having as good of a month as I am? You're welcome. 26% increase in the Puerto Rican vote.
Jokes, please.
Turns out garbage has a good sense of humor. Where my
Hold on, is that a Kill Tony belt buckle? Is that a Kill Tony belt buckle? Oh my God, boy. Muy lame. Muy lame. What the fuck? That's a Kill Tony belt buckle, isn't it? That's a Kill Tony branded belt buckle. Fucking dork. Absolute turbo dork. Jesus Christ.
Proud Latinos at tonight. Oh, it was nice knowing y'all.
Any jokes, please?
Trump's teamed up with Elon Musk. You gotta love it. The Rocket Man. You know how fast you can get illegal immigrants back where they came from? in a fucking rock.
Yo, big up Injury Ranger. God,
The Crinjogabacho aka the Ballad of Gay Tony.
The Crinjo Gabacho. It's brilliant. I love that. The Crinjo Gabacho. That is brilliant. That is really good. Yo, big up Injury Ranger. If you fall down the spot, that's really good. The Crinjo Gabacho. Yo, this is so bad, man. This is so fucking bad. We're only like, what, 3 minutes in, Bill? 3 minutes in. Fucking hell.
Rocket. Oh, yeah. Turns out it's a 57-second ride to Tijuana.
Why does it sound like a Sebastian Maniscalco joke? You know how fast you can go in those rockets? Huh? You know those rockets? Why does it sound like a Sebastian Maniscalco joke? You know, the rockets. My dad's like, what's this guy doing? All these rockets. And I can't get myself to the ferry. Look, it sounds like one of those Sebastian Maniscalco jokes. We got all these rockets. And I can't get gas in my car. What's going on? Who told you? Who raised you? It sounds like a Sebastian, honestly.
Oh, yeah. How are we gonna get rid of all these illegal immigrants? Well, imagine that. Manuel Salazar, bad news and good news. Bad news is you gotta go. The good news is it says here you're the new president of Mars. So it's gonna be hard to get a landscaping job. It's a stone-covered planet. It's fucking wild. I was the news for 9.5 days during a fucking huge election. Didn't make any sense. It was never my intention to swing to swing an election. But god damn it. Right place, right time, I guess. I've never considered myself a very political guy. But about a month before all this happened, we found out from YouTube that there's new words that they want us to censor. New words that you have to bleep out or you don't make money anymore. New words, like the C word. Guess you can't say the C word anymore because you know who will get mad. Give you a hint, it's not men. And it's not women with a sense of humor. It's cunts. Yeah. Cunts will get mad if you say the C word 100% of the time. They've been called it before. It brings back the memories. Fag! Me. Can't say fag anymore. One of the greatest words in comedy history. And their new rule, no more fags. I know, sounds like heaven. I don't know what's going on over at YouTube. I guess they must have hired a bunch of cunts and fags to work over there. That's all I can imagine. I was able to say fag on the Tom Brady roast for some reason. Looked him right in the eyes, called him a fag. Had a plan for weeks in my mind. I'm gonna look him right in the eyes and call him a fag. 7-time Super Bowl champion. To me, just a fag. Nobody complained then.
6 minutes in. 6 minutes.
Nobody complained about it, not even the fags. And you know how they could be. They could have been real fags about it. Which makes me think that they think that I'm one of them. Right? Like how black people can say the N-word. Like the fags saw me call Tom Brady a fag, and they're like, "You go, girl." I said that Kevin Hart's ancestors picked cotton. Nobody complained then. Not even the people whose ancestors picked cotton. And you know how they can be.
What is this? What is this?
Anyway, YouTube has all these fucking new words we're not allowed to say, so I've become like a free speech angry guy. I don't know what else. Haven't tried the N-word yet.
Ask Joe Rogan.
We're gonna wait to Inauguration Day. So they're restricting our words. I tried for months to get Trump on Kill Tony with next to Shane playing Donald Trump. This was my vision. I tried so hard to make it happen at Madison Square Garden way back in August on my show. So close, tried so hard. And I guess I've been chasing this dragon. Almost got him in Vegas, and he had to do something. Tried to get him here, but it was in and out, busy fucking guy. So I just kept chasing it. And then finally they're like, look, looks like it's not gonna happen. But why don't you come do this rally? At Madison Square Garden, the greatest arena in the world. So I'm chasing this fucking dragon of.
Yeah, exactly. Big up Andrew W. Big up Andrew W. This is just Tony's ego doing a comedy special, 100%. This is fucking awful, man. Is this what he does in his stand-up sets? He's actually funnier sitting on a table with Red Band, shouting the shit that he shouts, even though he's being sometimes a bit of a cunt and a bit condescending and a bit rude. He's actually funnier just sitting down shouting shit on the table drinking with Tony than he is actually doing the thing that he says he's a beast and a murderer at. The thing that takes so much time to write and craft and running your material here and there. This is what he does. This is what he does. This is the material. He's god awful, man.
I'm like, okay. By the way, rally sounds like a lot more fun than it actually is. But I think to myself, I could do this if I make it about free speech, if I start by talking about free speech up there, and I end by talking about free speech. What could go wrong?
Tifa kind of
So
yellow,
they say,
isn't it?
great, show up Sunday.
By the way, Tifa kind of yellow, isn't it? He's giving British teeth, isn't it? Tifa kind of giving Britain, isn't it? Tifa kind of giving England. Hella yellow. Look like he fucking, yeah. It looks like he doesn't brush his teeth too often, or maybe drinks no alcohol. Who knows?
1 p.m. starts at 2:30. I'm like, in the afternoon. It's early. But I do it. I show up at 1. Takes an hour to get through security because it turns out our new president is John fucking Wick. Just dodging bullets all the time. Remember the one time the news told you about that? That one day that it happened and they never spoke of it again? He's just fucking doof, doof, doof. Anyway, by the time I get through security, it's 2 p.m.
Whoops, sorry.
I go up to the teleprompter guy. I go, hey, I got these notes. I want to get them in here. I know you guys got the goods. He's like, it's too late for the teleprompter for you. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, everybody has their stuff loaded in. It's too late. He can't do it now. I'm like, okay. I'm stuck with the tiniest notes ever so that the lady next to me on the airplane couldn't see what I was writing. Oh, yeah. You can't write big for a Nazi rally. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, dear Donald Trump, so happy you had me here. next to some fucking libtard. You know what I mean? Fucking no chance. This lady's got a rainbow neck pillow. You know what I mean? The tiniest notes you've ever seen was 1,000-Year Reich or whatever the fuck. So I got these tiny fucking notes. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have to wing this shit, right? Or else I'm gonna be staring at this, and I don't wanna do that. It's gonna be a little more jokey than I thought.
Okay.
I go, okay, all right, no teleprompter. When am I up in the lineup?
2 more minutes.
I know there's like 30 different
speakers.
speakers. So where am I? He goes, you're first. No, you don't want that. I don't want that. This isn't good for anybody. You definitely don't want me first. I'm not a first guy at nighttime. I sure as fuck am not a first guy at 2:30 in the goddamn afternoon.
So Tony admitting that his jokes only work when the crowd's already been primed, they've already been drunk, they've been high, they've been up already. That's when he comes in with his fucking shit jokes. So he can't, hit, fans or viewers on the head and get them going from the beginning. He has to help let them get drunk, get fucked, and then he comes in the background and swoops in as per usual. God almighty, this guy.
I go, there has to be something on before me. He goes, don't worry. There's definitely something before you. Prayers and national...
Lie. There's a pic of his material on the prompter.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Easy lie. Easy fucking disprovable lie, but they lie anyway. You gotta love these people. Big up Ranger Ranger. There's a pic of his material. Oh, big up.
National anthem. Let me tell you guys something. I've been doing this every fucking night for almost 18 years. I started at the Comedy Store. I started there. I've gone up after Chappelle, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Chris Rock, Louis, Burr, Rogan, everybody. I ain't never followed prayers and national anthem before. Turns out I met my match. I go back to the green room. I'm pacing around. I'm sharing a green room with Tucker Carlson. I go, Tucker, let me run something by you. Thinking about starting this free speech off with this C-word fag thing that I've been working on. And I run it, and by the time I hit fucking, I guess they hired a bunch of cunts and fags, like, Tucker's literally like, fuck yes, you gotta fucking do that, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. It's gonna crush. It's gonna set a whole tone for what you're doing. It's gonna be amazing. I'm like, I fucking knew it. But it turns out that the only joke that I ran by him that whole chunk was the only joke that anybody knew I was doing of any kind. And it just so happened that one of the little handler guys, these little Republican fucking perfect dudes or whatever, you know what I mean? These creepy fucking red tie thing with pins and shit. He was in the room when that happened. So he heard me. He goes, Tony, come here real quick. You're not actually gonna say the word cunts up there, are you? I'm like, well, yeah, no, it's gonna be great. It's gonna like go with my whole thing that I'm doing. It's gonna set a tempo and a flow. It's me. It's good. I can do it. He's like, no, you can't do that. There's families out there right now. He goes, look, I'm not gonna ask you what else you're gonna do. But please don't say cunts up there. If you say cunts out there, you and I could both get into a lot of trouble. So I do something that I never do, which is I listen to somebody else. Made a bad creative decision. Went against my gut, cut the cunts joke, slid my immigration stuff to the top. And in the middle, there's a little time filler. Threw in this old joke from my stand-up about Puerto Rico. It's a good thing we didn't get in any trouble.
Fucking awful. Truly awful. 15 minutes in. I'm not watching the rest of it. If you want to watch the rest of it yourself, you can check it out on his Instagram. I think it's one of his recent posts. It's called Garbage. You see it there available. Tony Hinchcliffe's Instagram account. Or sorry, Twitter account, X account. You can see it there. Check it for yourself. But I'm not watching a single 1 minute of that. That was utterly brutal. Utterly brutal. But it's interesting, you know, the girlfriends that were brought out to... What was I saying to you? I forgot what I was going to say. But regardless, this has fried my brain. This has fried my brain. I fucking hate everything about it. I hate his cadence. I hate his voice. I hate the faces that he's making. Even this face here, like incredibly punchable. And yeah, weird style. I'm surprised that's how he does stand up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised that that's the way he does stand up. So it goes to prove that, you know, the companies, they didn't really care about the director. They just want more the idea and who executed the best. They don't really care who directing it for the most part. So whoever that person was on the TV, non-sequential. As you can tell, everyone else kind of handled him, you know, by the time the other team got there. But yeah, bullshit, absolute bullshit. Hate everything about it. This guy's shit. Fuck this. Fuck him. Fuck this. Fuck him. Let's go into Chin. Let's what Chin's saying. Chin, new vlog. BTS at Thick Boy Studios. KBBQ, golfing, B-Day, Thanksgiving celebration, and more. New Chin.
Well, hello. It's Chin Sugi. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, this is gonna be a very random vlog. Heading over to the hospital right now to get my freaking neck checked up once again.
By the way, brilliant Chin in it. Brilliant Chin. Thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Has no idea how to set the levels correctly. Always loses his mic, his tripod, camera, lens fucks up. In this situation, he has no idea how to turn off autofocus or whatever, or just calibrate it a certain way. No idea whatsoever. Utterly useless. Go on, love Chin.
I have a pinched nerve. It's just killing me right now. The last 3 days have been so painful. So I'm gonna go get
Brendan has broke this guy's neck so badly, he still requires attention now. He still requires medical attention now. Did Brendan offer to pay for his medical, costs? I don't think so. Did he offer to maybe get him stem cell research? I don't think so. Just left him out on alert. So, goddamn.
I checked up, get some other stuff checked up, and then after that, going to a Korean restaurant with my buddy Trevor, and I'll take you guys along for the ride now.
Imagine what the fucking doctor thinks. Imagine what the doctor thinks having this fucking 57-year-old man recording this fucking time-lapse video of him filling out the forms at the clinic or something. Could you imagine? Jesus Christ, what a whack job.
Just got here. Sura barbecue Korean.
Oh, I thought that was something. I thought Sura was a country.
Sorry, dude. That was the longest drive here. Huh?
Yeah.
I was gonna give you a hug, but I'm in pain right now. Oh, okay. Perfect, got it. Thank you.
And then I have one more.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these dumplings? Oh my god,
macaroni salad. Oh my god, dumplings, pork jowl. Pork belly.
Rocky was definitely a very BBQ.
That's good, but it is barbecue. What do you think? I should have waited for the napkins.
Barbecue sauce. It's on the sweeter. Crispy though, it's good.
Yeah, it is actually crispy.
Tteokbokki. Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki.
Well, Chin is an incredible singer. And he gets mad anytime I try to put some auto-tune on him. What was the chorus?
You heard that? Incredible singer.
Incredible singer. Chin, you should...
Our grill got a little
Mine
dark.
looks nothing like you. I don't understand. What do you mean?
What the hell is that?
No, but go on your likes though. Look at how I know.
That is me. Yeah.
What in the world did we do?
We fucked it up. That's what we did.
Alright.
Please.
Cheers.
Chairs, yeah, that chairs. I had the chairs. I had the chairs there.
Like the aftermath. $1,000.
At Travis Studio after the restaurant.
Ew.
What?
In a studio with two gigantic dogs. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay. Those always make my day. Go get one then. Go get another dog. Please, for the love of God, man. Let's have a little bit more interesting in this, please.
Actually, let me see your face. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
The dog's looking at Chin and the owner's friends and stuff, or their owner and their friends, thinking, "Why are you guys wasting your time? just pet us, man. Why are you wasting your time on this shit? No one's listening to this shit." Nice studio though, very well laid out, signs everywhere.
I'm sorry, dogs. Very sorry.
The off day of my buddy birthday party. These are all Chin's friends, I'm assuming, right?
I appreciate all you guys. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. One more. Hard. Yeah, Juliet.
What?
I
What
can't
here?
believe I'm 50. For one thing.
Close to the age of Chin.
You know, they say that, you know.
Okay, go.
Come on, spit it out, Granddad.
Okay, as you get older, there are more memories behind you than there are ahead of you. But
Jesus
the
Christ,
memories
man.
I have with these guys, with everybody here, are over 30 or 40 years.
Oh, big up the one black guy in the cut. Big up the uncle in the cut. Big up the one black guy in the cut. Big up uncle in the cut. Big up uncle in the cut. I just saw him. Big up uncle in the cut. Big up uncle in the cut. Fucking love it. Tearing down some Asian thing. Big up uncle in the fucking cut. Big up uncle. Yes, respect. Uncle tearing down some Korean thing. Respect.
Everybody here are over 30 or 40 years. And that is a full life to me. And I can't wait for the next 30 years.
20.
I'm not going to be that ambitious. I'm just going to say 30. If I get an extra 10, I'll be happy.
You look a nice
Get
guy.
over here.
They're the same age, isn't it? They're the same age. Probably the same age.
Most kids are like, I don't want a girl's mouth down there.
I don't. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't.
Brian's very quiet.
No, you mean having a girl go to town on my
Eat your ass?
my
Yeah.
mud whistle?
Eat your.
I'm just not into it.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not
Would
even.
you do it to a girl?
I wouldn't do that
You
either.
got chin,
so
so
say no.
scared.
Oh yeah, I'll do it too. I mean, I've done it, but it's not where I go. But I'm also not going to do it. Like I'll go down, but I'm not. It's not like, oh, you're shitter. You know, I don't need it.
What about when guys ask girls, like, will you put like a finger in it? We're getting really graphic here.
Yeah, but that's I've had that done, and frankly, it feels way better than it should.
Okay, there we go. I love your honesty.
Yeah.
For
All right.
Brendan.
Oh
Brendan?
boy. Oh
How's
Jesus.
Brendan?
You know.
How's Brendan?
Okay.
But that's a lot.
Brendan, you're so quiet.
I'm embarrassed as Brian's talking.
Yeah, Brendan.
It's hard to embarrass me, but
Yeah.
Brian talking about all his butt play made me uncomfortable.
yeah.
Okay, fair play. Beer garden for your seats, Korean, German, fusion restaurant.
Brilliant.
I've always wondered why we don't have the same thing in the UK. Why we don't have like good sports bars. We do have some, not the best. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's just our TV licenses are so expensive to buy, even if you're like a pub or a bar. It's just hard to get hold of. But wish we had more. I think it would fucking work over in the UK.
Look at this beauty. Oh no, it's all foggy now. It's finally going down. And see, I told you, I actually have friends. There's Alan.
I actually have friends. That's hilarious.
There's Dave. And there's Sarah. Oh my god.
Okay.
Cannot wait for this fight.
You got a boyfriend? Oh, there is.
How old is he? He is 14 weeks old.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a tiny little thing.
Tiny little thing.
And it's a great dog, though.
Yeah.
He's a little lackadaisical today because he had shots.
Got shots. Got shots.
He's chill. He's pretty easy, though.
He's a cutie pie.
But my wife's never had dogs. See, these dogs, see my kids aren't used.
What's up, buddy? What's going on? Bring it.
What the fuck is this?
Actually, I can do that. I'll try it again.
What is this, bro?
Nothing. You suck it up last second to get right in the butt.
Nuts. I'm touching his ass.
No, you're not.
I'm kicking his butt.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
kicking
what's
his
it-
butt like that.
Right in the butt.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, I'm not. If I wouldn't do this, but if I'm doing
in
that, it's gonna
stunts,
hurt.
if you do that, that's how you take
so
it.
in
and then
stunts, you go, bang! Yeah.
Right? That's sell it?
Dude, you're Matthew McConaughey.
I didn't kick him here. That's where you're
Kicked him in the tape?
I kicked him in the tape.
Yeah, just take one in the tank.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's what these guys are doing.
Dude, I remember I was doing
What was you doing? Another day at work.
So guys, look,
Play anything, by
the
the way.
secret's out. John Jones talking about Taekwondo.
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
we've
his
seen it
teacher.
before.
I
We
believe
don't care. We don't care. Seen it before. Jesus
And
shit.
then-
What the fuck have your own vlogs about inserting the ad in the channels? What is fucking awesome, almost made it out. Oh my god, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? I'm not watching that anymore. No thank you. No fucking thank you. Let's skip forward ahead. Let's see what else Chins get up to this time of year. Oh, hold on, what the hell else? Hold on, why haven't I seen him? You know? That's all the hell. Why haven't we seen him just yet?
Shot.
I can't.
Dude, I wish I fell back when you pushed me. That's what bothers me.
He's too big. He's too big. He's a gorilla.
Where was it? You had so much confidence in Casey.
What?
What's up, dude? Oh, you're fine.
You're just big, man.
I know, but you got it. More mass.
No, I do, but I just can't. It's hard for me.
I mean, I'm upright. My knees are pretty bad.
I got you.
You got it. Go.
Relax.
There you go. That bullshit arm drag.
Okay,
dude.
let's fast forward. I don't give a fuck about this fucking you know, homoerotic shit. Fuck all that.
My turn.
Dude, I have a cashmere sweater on.
I know, it's cool.
I know, but what are you gonna do? Get that shit out of my face. Get that shit out of here. All right, now see, I knew it. I knew it. I told you, there's no mat here. I'm trying to get out of the way.
on soft.
Did you?
Yep.
You guys.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Chin, why are you including the whole clip into the fucking vlog, mate? We want to see what you're getting up to. We don't see this stuff. We've already seen it before, Chin. Jesus Christ.
Here in Anaheim, California.
There we go. There we go.
It's going to be my first time ever golfing, so it'll be fun. And look who's there. Out there's Trevor Yasuda, one of the best producers in the world. All right, that's his cart, or our cart now. Where do I go pay? And just say what?
Just say you're 9:30.
9:30? Okay.
9:30.
Chin, your errand boy. He has to pay because his friend got the whole thing.
Yasuda? Okay. There he is, the man himself, Chris Laxaman.
Hi, Chid.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Miss you too.
You know Gary?
Oh no, Shin. Nice to meet you.
Gary's a mega pod producer.
A mega what?
I don't know about that.
Did you hear Chin's? Hold on. Did you guys hear Chin's white boy voice? Nice to meet you. You hear Chin's white boy voice? He's code switches. You hear his code switching.
Miss you.
Miss you too.
You know Gary?
Oh no, Shin. Nice to meet you.
Gary's a
Nice to meet you. Oh no, I'm Chin. Nice to meet you.
miss you.
Miss you too.
You know Gary?
Oh no, Shin. Nice to meet you.
Gary's a mega pod producer.
A mega what?
I don't know about that. Mega.
MAGA?
Paper. No, not so much. Did you?
I don't know what's going on.
Here.
You set it up.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be.
No idea what I'm doing, so.
Hit ball.
It's the best kind of golf.
And then you do this kind of grip?
Yeah.
Best toppers in the world.
I hope you're.
Okay, what else is gonna happen? How small those shorts are. Fucking hell. Look at how small those fucking shorts are, bro. They are short, innit? God damn. Fair play.
Any advice from you, man?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that?
Go more back in your swing. The fuck? All right.
Jesus
All right.
Where'd it go?
It went right down the middle.
Okay, look at the technique. I can't even play golf. I know that's wrong. Look at the technique here. Look how bad it was.
The fuck?
Hell.
All right. All right.
Where'd it go?
It went right down the middle.
Okay. Was that okay?
Though my form was terrible, I did quite well for my first time. That's obviously not good if your form is terrible.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I'm gonna crash it.
You got it. Loco Moco?
There's no way I could find that. Damn.
That's good.
That was a fast ass swing.
Strong there too. It's beautiful. Yeah, they did.
Okay, I don't see anything just straight ahead.
Yeah, it's probably like by that tree that's sticking out. That
The
low,
huge tree?
No, the low one that's sticking out the most on the left. I think it's just past that. Come on, you gotta get used to this if we're gonna start golf YouTube.
Are we internet famous now?
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't want to be on video, let me know.
Oh, you're good.
I put my Venmo on there. Let me know. Give me a link. Okay, one more time.
I wonder if that little heads up he gave his friends.
Nope, just get it in the middle.
You can't see it from here.
I wonder if that little small heads up he gave to his friends about if you don't want to be in the video, let me know. I wonder if that's because of pressure that came from us and maybe some people on TFATK subreddit rimping into how he treats his friends, or if it came from the coach and the drama surrounding United. I wonder what's happening. I don't know. I wonder what made the new Ineos group of just gross negligence and shit when it comes to the squad. I wonder if Chin heard what people were saying about hygiene and shit, and now he's a bit conscious of it. I wonder.
So just hit down the fairway. Big tree. Yeah. Straight ahead. Big tree. Yeah. Straight ahead.
Consistent.
What am I doing here?
Consistently bad.
Any lessons here?
Scoot up a little bit.
Like just more like parallel.
Just move your body forward.
Your nipple over the ball for you right now.
out of the
Your front
grass.
nipple, so even with the ball, if not even more.
Just you mean nipple?
Yeah, you're
good.
Yeah.
I gotta be higher too, right?
Yeah. There you go. Hey, it's contact.
All right, thanks. This is our whole crew here.
Oh, you can't recreate.
And some in the back, all the way down there.
Yeah.
Golfing is way.
Yeah, pick up Son Aziz.
The key to golf is to be good enough in order to convince everyone else that you're playing with that this was your worst day at golf.
Exactly. Good point. Good point. Very, very good point. Pick up Son Aziz. Very, very good point.
Way harder than I thought. Like insanely hard.
It comes from Sarita.
Okay. You watch a lot of golf. Go on.
All right. Okay, you always want to crash into your friends, man. What the hell?
The nice thing is I can just jump on whenever. Yeah. Not crowded.
This is probably one of my funnest parts of golfing. 4x4ing in a golf cart. Golfing is about drinking and chilling. And pouring soju for your friends. That's how it is at golf courses. That's what I love the most, guys. I don't know if this is legal. Holy shit, he's crossing the street. Mother of God.
I think we get here, man.
I don't know, man.
Huh? What happened?
Let's go to the fucking car park. Let's see what you do. Let's see. This guy's strong.
Did you press record? Nice.
Pretty good.
How do you guys get that far?
This vlog is so fucking boring. Oh my god. What the hell is happening here? All this stuff could have easily been cut out or just trimmed down a little bit. Jesus Christ, what is this?
Say went in?
Sand.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what you guys do.
Hold on, what do you say here? Come on. Jesus Christ, chill. Look at it.
Oh my lord.
Video. Sounded better. Scary.
Where'd yours go? In the ditch?
What?
Yours go in the ditch?
Yep. Oh my god, what the hell's... Motherfucker, can you just... Oh shit. That ball just fell out.
Where'd it go?
It went that side. You went too fast, man. Dude. Come on, man. It's on the very left side. See it? What the hell is going on here? All right, the results are in. We got second place, right?
Yeah.
Second. How many contestants were there?
There were
groups?
4 groups of 4.
4 groups of 4. We were tied, and then someone did a clutch freaking hole in. Well, not hole in one.
No, just a birdie.
A birdie.
To win it.
Yeah. It was so much fun, though.
So I guess no one at the bowling alley let him film it, innit? Maybe he was too shy. Maybe he was rizzing up some chick. But it seems like nobody at the bowling riz let YouTube to get fired. Uh-oh. What can you do?
We got to sit. We got to play. It was raining a little bit, drizzling.
Yeah,
it's
very
good times.
Cool, very cold out here.
Yeah, but it's still good times. And I'm still scared of how you drive this thing.
Burn out.
Why you I can hear something in the background? Who's whistling or making some noise? Like, why can't I hear? Why am I feeling like I can hear someone talking in the background? Or maybe I'm going crazy.
All right, I think this is gonna close out this vlog. I'm here at a place called Broadway Cuisine for my buddy Dave's birthday. This is Sunday. Tomorrow's a big day.
Okay.
Monday. 2 shows, and then on Wednesday we have Gene Simmons in. Anyhow, let's go inside. This is just the beginning.
Bro, you were good. I don't remember me ever being good.
Enterprise and stuff. It's for Dave's birthday. That's Dave right there. It's Chris. All their friends. Our friends. It's like straight up like old school authentic Chinese, almost like
Look at Chin. Look at Chin in a family. It looks like a family-owned restaurant. Looks like a really nice spot, brightly lit, nice family chairs to sit down on. And of course, Chin's the only person recording himself on that table. Well, there's probably not enough room. Everyone's kind of like close in each other's personal space, but they make the most out of it. But it's Chin with his fucking camera. Jesus Christ.
So the thing with S&B is that we have smaller.
Why are you laughing? Damn it! I threw up. I feel like we're in like
Check it out,
in the rush hour movie. Because I had a wedding. Rush hour.
And then they're walking.
So hard. It's so frustrating. Because I know you can hit it, and I would mess up here and there.
Because you're
It's a lot easier to hit.
Yeah.
I gave you yours.
What are you gonna do? You cut the guy's leg off?
You come here and leave. I'm a world champion. You what, man?
Just a little game.
Pickleball serious, really bad.
I know. I'm not good at it, but I play sometimes.
I haven't done it yet, right? But every time I see it, I'm like, I think
Who is this for? I keep going back to someone's stream chat told me. Who is this actually designed for? Like, who is this actually for? Unironically, who's this for? Because this is like god awful, man. God almighty, what the fuck is this? I don't know. What is this? What is this conversation?
I can do that.
Another day
We're
at work.
blessed to have the cutest dogs in the world at the studio. Look at this guy. Donnie, look at the camera. Cutie pies. Don't worry about it.
Dog is cute though. Another day at work. Another day off work.
I love this little dog so much. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, whoa. Got another song. What is it called? Yesterday. Oh my God.
It just starts with
Try it.
Okay.
It's brilliant. It's called The Perfect Song.
Tell our producer this and he gets mad. No, because I didn't.
As a matter of fact, your height is suspicious.
Why?
It is. He's a giant Korean man.
Get him, Gene. It's suspicious.
Korean?
What?
Korean, yeah. How'd you know?
Come samida.
Oh,
What are you talking about here, brother?
You said
Any language, bitch. Any language.
At Mompuku in Costa Rica, Sabesa.
Beef tartar.
What's Chin eating? What's that cum shit Chin's eating? What's that legumes? What's he eating?
I'm literally just
Okay.
160
Sucker looks tasty.
that sucker right there.
I've seen him eat, I think on this stream we've seen him eat a better Korean barbecue place. It looks okay, but it doesn't look super out of this world. The sake looks tasty, but the meats and the stuff looks okay for the most part, but not as good as the first 2 games he started at film, unfortunately. Been a bit of a slow but steady slump from time to time.
Sometimes I see this. You know, liver is like the most nutrient dense.
Big up Egg Martinez. Big up Egg Martinez. There's no question why he's single. You know what? That makes me think why I'll be so curious to find out why Jobbo left. Because at some point Jobbo dated this man, knowing full well what he was, or maybe he told her a dream. But I wonder why a woman like Deborah would want to spin the block on a guy like Denzel. You know. He knows. Oh, the international, he knows. Peace for peace. I'm finna knock you out, boy.
No, semen is.
Look at this thing.
What is it?
This is honey, by the way.
Okay. What's that?
Do you want to pour it?
Just pour it, you idiot.
Shall I?
Yes, just pour it. It's not that big of a deal. God damn it, man.
Oh, it's very slow drip.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Jesus Christ. If not a dessert guy, so it was just alright. The Thanksgiving with the fam. He's gonna play some of his shitty music now as a thank you. My dad cooked a £26 turkey and it was so damn good.
That looks nice.
Evie's O'Dowd level called his face, hilarious. Thanksgiving always have the Korean side of the dishes, kimchi, etc. Okay, we get it, you're Korean, we get it, we get it.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Cool, there we go. The movie Navy Star in there as well.
Everybody's quiet.
Day after Thanksgiving with my cousins, a big brother at my place.
It's recording.
It's recording.
This is my cousin Gina. She's single. Can you imagine? Believe it or not, this whole spread is for just 4 people.
Okay.
5. One's a small one. And Domino's pizza, which we're eating as well. And
Come on, get to the
charcuterie
point.
board
Get to the point.
that I set up right there. And Doritos sweet chili.
What? Doritos sneakers. Another day at work filming an AirPod commercial.
First A-list celebrity for the show.
Somebody in this room.
Okay.
One person is not here, but his picture will be up there, and you just have to give first and last names.
Great. People in this room, also another person not in the room. Yeah.
Shane, your buzzer is A.
Okay.
Your buzzer is L.
Oh, on the computer. Okay.
Yeah.
On the computer.
Yep.
Keyboard.
Okay, come on. Jesus Christ, man.
And there is also something that's very important.
Okay,
You're gonna
so
go
what-
through bad
describe
shit
it.
in your life. There are people.
Okay, anything else?
This is a fighter and a kid. We're out.
Okay, what's happening here? More guitar playing in the background. Great.
From Italy.
Love it.
His name is
Brutal.
Guadalupe Contante, aka Casey the Gay.
Simple chords, but definitely much
All you
better
need in
than
life.
fucking, what you call it,
All you need in life is a little wiener dog
Alright.
and some pizza.
We got pizza, dog.
And some queso.
Yeah, what it is.
That's so much pizza for the two of us. Look at that. It's a beautiful fucking thing.
Can you tell me a little about the pizza?
Yeah, so you
what's
go
that
over here,
about
you got the
pizza?
handmade
What's
pan.
this?
This they put in a cast iron handmade pan. They put the cheese on
What is
there.
that? Just
etc.
all cheese?
Over here, you got your traditional hand tossed. All right. It's gonna have the stock sauce, the stock cheese, etc. It's more of your typical Domino's. Over here, you got the handmade pan. We each got a ranch. We each got a pie. Bon appetit.
Now there are 2 white people. No, that's just for my neck.
Oh.
You just ruined the entire mood. You son of a mother.
This is the size of your penis.
No, mine's a little thicker.
Small.
Okay. Someone's
Small and
switching.
thicker.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. This is your penis.
Now we're talking. Not so much that part, but that part, yeah.
I'll hold the thing that I remember.
And there they go.
Alright, let them finish this
A
shit.
couple
This is getting
of white men leaving.
Alright,
You're
chill.
a musical.
Kind of GAY, but hey,
I
we continue.
am, and so are you.
Yuck.
Goodbye, boys.
See you Monday?
See you mañanas, or Mondays, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, later, dude. What in the world is this?
Okay, this is Macchiato. Continue, people. Is that it? Is that the vlog? Is that how it ended? Is that how it ended? For real? Is that how it ended? No way it ended like that.
Got a pie.
No way it ended like that. No way this vlog ended like that.
Bon appetit.
Now there are two
No, it isn't. No way.
white people. No, that's just for my neck.
Oh.
You just ruined the entire mood.
That's not
You
fun.
son of a
This is
mother.
the size of your penis.
That's not fun, you know.
No, mine's a little thicker.
Smaller.
Smaller and thicker.
Okay. This is your penis.
Chill out, Chin.
Now we're talking. Not so much that part, but that part, yeah.
Now we're talking. Now Chin's talking.
And there they
Can't stand a
go,
chance, you know,
a couple of white men leaving.
You're a musical.
I am, and so are you.
What the fuck is this, man?
Goodbye, boys.
What the fuck
See you
is this?
Monday?
So this is
See
the
you
vlog.
Mondays or Mondays, yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
man.
later, dude.
Wow. Wow. That was the vlog, actually. That was the vlog.
What is this?
Jesus Christ. What is that? I want a DIE. I want a DIE. That's what I want to do. Jesus Christ, that was horrendous. Okay, cool. Quickly go back to the subreddit. Let's see what have I missed here. Fucking no, that was awful. I actually want to, you know what? I don't ever do this, but I need to do this. They're fucking wasting my time. I'm gonna fucking downvote that shit. Fuck off. That was horrendous. One of the worst things I've ever watched in my entire life. Like, what was the need to that? Why did that exist? What was that? What was that? What was that? Fuck off. Anyway, let's go back. Brendan confidently wrong about jiu-jitsu. Big up Advanced Spinach 650.
Middle of it. But I do think, like, when you see Gordon compete at ADCC, clearly still a stud, but it's not the Gordon from, like, what is that, 2020 was just fucking steamrolling.
He was also
everybody.
sick. He was also.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm
injured.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's older, so it's like
we're the same age.
different though, right? With the
20,
miles. Yeah, I know.
What miles? I've had 300 wrestling matches, 100 jiu-jitsu matches. What miles?
Well, I think
health concerns, maybe.
I knew it. The guy was just sitting there looking at Brendan. I knew he was going to say something savage. Look at Brendan. Look how sheepish he looks. Look how sheepish he looks. Look how embarrassed and sheepish he looks. That was brilliant, boy. What miles? We're the same age. Like, what?
Middle of it. But I do think, like, when you see Gordon compete at ADCC, clearly still a stud, but it's not the Gordon from, like, what is that, 2020 was just fucking steamrolling.
He was also
everybody.
sick. He was also.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm
injured.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's older, so it's like
we're the same age.
different though, right? With the
20,
miles. Yeah, I know.
What miles? I've had 300 wrestling matches, 100 jiu-jitsu matches. What miles?
Well, I think
health concerns, maybe, right?
No, I think
that's
Gordon,
That's.
But
look at Brian jumping in there to save his boy Papa. Look at Brian knowing exactly what's happening, knowing he's uncomfortable, he's been proved incorrect by a legit expert. And look at Brian jumping in to save his boy. That was fucking brilliant. One more time. That was so good, man.
A little bit. But I do think, like, when you see Gordon compete at ADCC, clearly still a stud, but it's not the Gordon from, like, what is that, 2020 was just fucking steamrolling.
he was also
everybody.
sick. He was also.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm
injured.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's older, so it's like
we're the same age.
different though, right? With the
20,
miles. Yeah, I know.
What miles? I've had 300 wrestling matches, 100 jiu-jitsu matches. What miles?
Well, I think
health concerns, maybe, right?
No, I think
that's
Gordon,
That's.
but
Yeah, exactly. Self-inflicted. That's big. Big up that guy, whoever he is. Another one here, never misses one.
So
Thanksgiving, how was it?
It was good. Brendan's not here first. Let's just talk about that. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I didn't even.
Brendan's not here. Number one. Well, we didn't know about this until this morning. I don't know why, but it's okay. It's fine. We can carry the weight. Schaub is not here. History in the making. First golden hour with no Schaub. He is.
I think it's the first. Has he ever not come for anything?
Yeah, one time.
Oh, okay.
One time.
Because this is the first time ever. I've never missed a podcast in 10 years. Ever. Yeah. Never missed a podcast.
Jeez. What a weird thing to brag about as well, by the way. Isn't a podcast meant to be like something that you do for fun and that you dictate at your own, you do on your own terms, you talk about the things that you enjoy? So technically you don't even need to brag about never missing a show because you're kind of doing the fun thing. So anytime you put the mic on, even if it's like too infrequently or frequently, people are going to be happy about it because they're getting more shit from you. Simple as that. So this bragging about how many times you're always filled up with, antiperspirant is really conspiring, and actually kind of sad, but hey, What can I do? Absolutely nada. Let's continue on with that one. We did a bit of that. What else we want to do here? Let's zoom in a bit. Make sure we got everything that needs to be seen. Reheated dish. Our CFO wartime CEO. This is a good era, isn't it? This is another good era. Another fucking Jeff. Look at the Cara, or the Brendan fucking cheating fucking scandal shit. Brilliant shit. Let's press this one. Get full screen. Let's go.
Now,
what is it playing? Cool. Let's play.
did you get anybody angry at you? What did you do when I wasn't looking? Because I feel like you might have said something on Below the Belt or one of your shows. Well, you look a little lost right now, but
what happened?
I'm asking. Well, I there's a journalist that got all bunched up, came after me. I didn't do anything. I don't even know him. I'm just walking the earth. I walk the earth.
That's my favorite part. He came after you.
And now I'm getting...
Hey, dude, come after me. Don't go after Brian.
I had a very nice conversation with this man.
Was it nice? What did I tell you? Now, this journalist
and you said...
Dude, and I told you guys this when I talked about it earlier. I'm fighting the kid.
Yeah.
When you get in MMA, you're going to hear
now
two
take
things.
It easy.
No, hold on. You're going to hear two things. No,
don't go too... Let's not...
I'm not. You're going to hear two things.
Yeah.
Khabib's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And the journalist is a complete nightmare to work with.
Okay, I don't know.
That's not me. I didn't start that.
But you're already doing it. Now, I don't want to do that.
No, I didn't start that.
But you're being mischievous.
What?
I do love, looking back though, I do love how ruthless and unforgiving Ariel Helwani was. Obviously towards the end, he kind of got a bit bored because they weren't really pushing back and they kept waving the white flag and everything. But I do love how utterly ruthless Ariel was. The moment Brendan said something back to him, snarky, he'd get back on stream and start saying something. And clap back at every claim made, dissecting them for half an hour, up to an hour. And the moment they started waving the white flag and copying pleas, he just let it go and moved on. But I loved how precise in his insults and how precise in his fucking clapbacks. What's his face was? Ariel Helwani. It was fucking brilliant to watch. Brilliant to watch in real time.
Look,
we need journalists. They need to tell the stories of the warriors.
No, you're doing some stuff now. Stop fucking with the machinery. Hold on.
We've been fired from your job.
Now stop.
We've been fired from your job.
I told you not to do this.
I'm not doing it. We've been fired from every single job.
Listen. Hold on. All I'm saying is this.
You've been fired from every job.
I don't like this stuff. First, I've never said anything about it.
You didn't though. That was fake.
It was.
You're seeing his true colors.
It bums me out.
Shining through.
I don't.
You can't help it. He's the Ellen of MMA.
Well, anyway,
he's the Ellen of MMA.
I have nothing.
You remember where there's like the rumblings of like Ellen and Cosby? Remember all that shit? Same thing.
Here's the thing.
Been fired.
Okay, listen. I don't like.
Has no friends.
With anybody I have a thing with. Now, did you get any?
There we go. Fuck these guys and big up Ariel Helwani. Big up Ariel Helwani. Moving on from that one, we got, what's this? Oh, we played that one already. What's that? No, Psycho Tim lies about. Oh, we played that one already. It's the most redacted year Christmas song. What's that? It's the most redacted time of the year. What's this about? I don't want to play that. I don't give a shit about songs. Fuck all that shit. Dancing. Sorry, this one. What's dancing about? Yeah, big up us, yes, very, very true. The best part was when Ariel told Callan, "Don't speak on me, you got enough to worry about," when Callan chimed in during the prime allegation days. Exactly, yeah, very good point. Yo, big up Ariel Helwani, man, brilliant. He's so uncoordinated, isn't it? He's so uncoordinated, uncool. You'd think he was like a little older than what he is, isn't it? For someone who's 41, he's so not tapped in, isn't it? Like, maybe that's he's truly his white side, but the lack of coolness and able to kind of like two-step and just be a little bit slightly on beat is brilliant, isn't it? But I do like how, if you think about it, though, the side thing about it is that the era when Brendan was dancing the most was also the era where he was actually, clearly in a much better place. You know, clearly in a much better place, like happiness and all this malarkey. You'll be like MK. 80 don't care about songs. Yeah, I just don't care about comedy songs. I'm not into the. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really into the parody comedy song thing. It's just not my thing. But I'm just not into that stuff in general. I don't really like the diss songs, people doing content creation. I think that's stuff because I actually listen to music, I guess, and because I actually maybe DJ, maybe that's part of it. But because I'm actually into, you know, I actually like listening to music. I watch bands. I go to festivals and stuff. Makes it different. Some people don't. I work to people actually. I just sat at a table. I worked with people in my last show, the one I got fired from, who would sit at the desk and just like, with no headphones on. I'd be like, rah, man, I'm impressed. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Some people just go to work and just sit there in front of their computer with no headphones on, just doing their work. I was like, how the hell do people do that? Weird. But I'm then not going to go in my free time and start listening to like a parody song or like a comedy flip song or an AI generated song about, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather off myself, to be fair, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not a fan. What a funny era, though. What a funny era. You honestly, he has to come back in it. You can't leave comedy off the back of Gringo Pappy. You have to give yourself one more. You gotta do one more. You have to do one more. You can't leave off the back of Gringo Pappy. You have to do one more. You have to put out one more. You can't just, that's your last special ever. That's the last thing people ever know about you in comedy. You have to put one more out. You definitely have to. Have to. But what do I know? Oh yeah, this is brilliant. Isn't it? You guys seen this? Big up the person that posted this. Big up Cats for Christ who posted this. Look at Tony Hinchcliffe and how he wears his watch. If this is not douchey, I don't know what is. Look at how Tony Hinchcliffe wears his watch. Look. He wears his Rolex over the cuff of his shirt so you can see it. He doesn't want the cuff of the shirt to cover it or hide it. He wears his Rolex over the cuff of his shirts. Over. So you have to see that shit. What an absolute loser. You seen? Look at that. Tony, look at that. Absolutely wild, man. What a dude. Imagine wearing a fucking... Imagine doing that. Over your fucking shirt button up. I don't think we'll ever will. You know? Absolutely psycho behavior from Tim. For whatever, some Tony, Tim, Tony, Hinch, Tony, Tim, whatever. Big up Tony. Moving on, got another one here. 40-year-old apprentice. What are we doing? What? Yeah, big up our growers, by the way.
My boy Matt from Blessed Performance sent everything we need, the entire kit, to knock this out. So we got some goodies. We've been waiting a while for this. This has been the hold up. But,
Look at the face. Look at the face. Look at the Gair-Head face. The mechanic face. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. So funny. What's he doing here?
Okay. Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
I think he's feeling something through, right?
From the ascent of the gear.
He came in his overalls as well. You know what I want to say? You know what I want to say with this kind of thing? I think this is too little too late. But I also think the funny thing about this is that I think he should have done this in the beginning. This is what Toontown should have been about. Toontown should have been about him learning about cars and learning how to mod cars himself. Like, hey, I'm going on this new thing now. I sold all my expensive luxury cars. I'm now only buying American built, American made cars and trying my best to make sure everything is kind of majority built here or made here. Even if it's not, I'll try and find it overseas, or I'll try and make it myself. So that's sort of the angle. That's what Toontown should have been. I'm gonna buy all these cars, I'm gonna do them up and try and do my own version of, like, you know, whatever the fucking exhibit show with the cars and shit, maybe. But I didn't think it was meant to be this producer. I didn't think it was meant to be a podcast that I'm talking to a microphone. I generally did think they were trying to, like, you know, hey, let's launch a channel for you, do this, whatever. He just didn't follow through because he's a lazy cunt and obviously a bit of a, you know, crook. So that happened, and of course, you know, here we are. Now it's too late now with all this kind of mechanic shit. The channel's dead. No one, I don't think, cares about his car shit apart from his giveaways and shit. Raffle people kind of, you know, clown on. But I find the idea of him pulling up to an actual garage, an actual mechanic's place, and asking them to, you know, do this sort of shit and record this sort of content. I think if it was, it's lucky because certain people wouldn't be on this sort of stuff. They might let you do it and say, hey, I'm going to give you a little run to be my quote-unquote assistant or shadow for 2 months, see what you can learn. But I don't think some of them would grant him putting up tripods and shit and ring lights. I mean, it's a bit much, you'd imagine. But, you know, could be wrong. Could be wrong. Doom-da-da, doom-da, doom-da-da. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him again. One more time, see him on the floor, pretending to be a mechanic. Fucking brilliant, brilliant team.
Hold up.
Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, big up Abe Martinez. Good point. Bro's a fighter. Fight orientated stuff or fuck off. Enough with the fake personality flavor of the year shit. That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point. Just double down on what you already do, innit? Why not just double down on that? Why not just start taking up jiu-jitsu again, start doing vlogs on jiu-jitsu, maybe start doing some fucking coaching with some kids or something. Yeah, it's true. Just double down on what you actually know about or pays the bills. This fantasy of being like some sort of, like, you know, informant shit is probably gone, you'd imagine, isn't it? Someone like him. But yeah, I find it hilarious that he's probably trying to feed something through super easy, but he's obviously finding it really hard. Maybe because of the shower curtain, who knows? Either way, he's finally got it in, I think. Finally. Let's freaking go. But most of it's obviously your fault, so, you know, did most heavy lifting, but in general, it does look really fucking good. I love it. Love fucking Australia. Let's go. So that's done. And I think that might be, yeah. That might be the one. Let's go. Cool. There we go. There we go. What happened here? What was I supposed to say? Edinburgh has needed. What's that title says? 41-year-old apprentice. What are we doing here? Been a problem for a guy in a hole. What? My whole life be. Been a problem solver guy my whole life be. Bright as a dumpster fire. Let's see this one.
Put on shade of
Because you know why?
that makes me upset.
I know.
It's okay,
I
though.
actually
You know
don't
what?
like
We're
doing
being
it.
positive.
And we are. And I don't like putting my shades on.
Yeah.
But my future's too bright. But my future's too bright. But my future's too bright. What the fuck? My future? Oh shit, dude.
Hey.
No, big up Uche. What's this? The after? Oh, you mean the Callan show? Yeah, we'll probably do it for the next stream. The Callan after hour. Cool. We watch that for the next stream. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll watch that for the next stream in 4. I'll probably start that in the beginning, or start that from the start of the show. I think is it the Golden Hour after show thing? Oh, did they reply to Elephant Graveyard? I don't know if they did. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on the next episode. Big up Baby Martinez, car guy, shoe guy, fish guy, basketball guy, baseball dad, comedian. Only success was getting knocked out. Fuck out. It's fucking hilarious. Car guy, shoe guy, fish guy, bicycle guy. This is all happening in the last 5 years too, you know. That's the crazy thing. All those things happen maybe, I think, the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. At a stretch, I'll say 6. Those personality changes. It's fucking wild, isn't it? To be so into that. But I do actually remember, big up the person I'm not going to mention because then I get upset, but there is a friend of a friend who I know who was like that with boyfriends. So whenever she'd get a boyfriend, whatever hobby they were into, she would absorb it and make it her own. So if her boyfriend was into like motorcycles, she'd suddenly be a motorcycle girl. If the boyfriend was into like Japanese made cars or mods and shit, she'd suddenly be racing Tokyo Drift style. If her boyfriends were like druggy opioid kids, she was suddenly doing that. Like she would mirror their boyfriends. And I think one got a little bit too far, and I guess she didn't like how he was stepping to her. He tried to propose to her. She said no, and then her whole life became a misery because of that one no that she had the guy. I think they made a film about it, so I forgot the name of it. But yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, apologies for the you know how it is. You know how it is. That's what it is. You know how it is. All right, cool. Move on from that one. So yeah, we'll do the Golden Hour after show tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll save that for tomorrow. What's this one? Different lanes. Cool. The Diddler. Oh, this is a pretty bad one, isn't it? Being the person that clipped this is a pretty bad story, man. I don't know why he shared this. I'm sure he's regretting it now. But this is a horrible story to share with people, man. This is so horrible.
So I'm in there. I'm going to the bathroom. I've told the story on my podcast before, but I'm in the bathroom, and the latch kind of works. I latch it. I sit there. The latch works enough for one jiggle, and you realize, oh, okay, it's locked. So I'm like, all right, any more than that, it's on them, dude. You open the door while I'm shitting, that's not me.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Okay? So I can't wait, kind of, in a way, right? If it happens.
You just over there. Like,
yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude.
While it's coming out.
Because I'm petty, right? So I'm shitting, and I go, and in my head I go, that's their one, right? And I say, the latch is broken, it's gonna open, and I'm in here. And I go, are you shitting me? As it opens, I go, I legit go, in my head, I go, fuck yeah. Ready. Eye contact. Ready. Oh shit, I gotta take my eyes lower. She's like 10. So now I'm like, oh God.
Scarred
And
for
she
life.
goes, oh, yeah.
Scarred for life.
I was like, that makes sense. She was 10. She didn't
Yeah, she
understand.
didn't know, yeah.
But like, where's her mom?
Yeah.
Don't let Septo be your babysitter. Cause I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Yeah, I heard that nigga was a pedophile.
Do you know sharing that is a bit mad, isn't it? Sharing that story is a bit mad, isn't it? Sharing that story is a bit mad. Considering his allegations, considering where he is at life, him sharing that story and him being proud, like, what? Go, Brendan, bro, like, Crystalia, bro. Read the room. Remind yourself of your allegations and what people think about you, bro. Exactly. Dave Blunt, exactly. Dave got Brendan. I'm sure Brian's actually a bit funny. Put that in the cup, exactly. Callan is doing stand up and right next to my house next month. I'm tempted to go and witness the cringe. Yeah, you should go. Go, Brendan. Brendan Mullery, definitely go and write a review or let us know in the fucking Discord, or if you come back on the chat one day, let us know what you thought of it. I'm curious to know. Actually go and watch them. I'm curious. I think everyone, if any of you guys get a chance to see some of these guys perform live around your town, go and see them. Actually go and see them. Like, you know, like, I think I go back to that quote somebody told me before, like, if you're going to diss these guys, you should watch what they do and listen to what they do, at least. So I think if we're going to laugh and point and laugh at these guys, the least that we can do is actually watch some of their material, and then we can categorically say, yes, they're fucking terrible. So if you do have a chance to go see these people perform live, go and see them. Please go and see them and bring back some of your findings, you know, or some of your insights to us so you can hear. But I'd love it. Go, Brendan Mullery. Go. But yeah, terrible story from Crystalia. Never share that ever again, please. Amazing fucking Dave Blunt's cameo at the end there. I thought that was brilliant. Let's play it one more time towards the end.
Oh, I legit go, in my head, I go, Fuck yeah. Ready. Eye contact. Ready. Oh shit. I got to take my eyes lower. She's like 10. So now I'm like, oh God.
Scarred
And
for
she goes,
life.
oh yeah.
Scarred for life.
I was like, that makes sense. She was 10. She
Yeah, I think the rest of them realized that was not probably the story he should have shared. I think even Brendan's face, Eric Griffin definitely realized, I think Crystalia, with your allegations, maybe talking about a 10-year-old girl walking into you, shitting in the bathroom and you being happy about it, probably isn't the best thing to share. I think they each realized it. Crystalia didn't. They tried to let him do a comedy thing, but he didn't realize how like twisted it sounded considering what he'd been accused of.
But like, where's her mom?
Yeah.
Don't let Septo be your babysitter. Cause I heard that nigga was a kid diddler. Yeah, I heard that nigga was a pedophile.
So good. I heard that nigga was a pedophile. Big up Dave Blunts. Big up fucking Dave Blunts. Moving on. Joe Rogan, no, we don't see Joe Rogan's Beast compilation training session. We don't care about that. Random George sighting. We've seen it already. What's this? What's that? They're infiltrating. What's this? They're infiltrating. What's this about?
I would just love to infiltrate the homeless cats.
Okay.
With an old account, it'd be really fun. A lot of people have been asking. They're like, "Oh, we want more content from the Bad Boys of Thick Boy Network." They've also been calling us the Bad Boys of Thick Boy Network, but
someone calls the Peaches Delight of Thick Boy Network. Someone call us
fun.
that.
That's
Someone
fun.
call us that.
What the hell is Peaches Delight? I'd say. What the hell is Peaches Delight? I'd say. What the hell is Peaches Delight? I'd say. What the hell is Peaches Delight? I'd say.
That's pretty good.
Peaches Delight.
Peaches Delight, it's absolutely hilarious. Okay, cool. So I see here they do have the After Hour pod has started already on their own channel. They've uploaded the episode with Callan, which I'm assuming is the one they're going to replying to Comedy and Thoughts to My Guy Elephant Graveyard. So I'll probably watch that tomorrow in 4. So we'll probably do an episode of that one. Low Information Jeopardy. The After Hour show, episode 12. We'll probably watch that tomorrow in 4. So I'll save that one for tomorrow. Big up those guys, and I think that's it really, isn't it? I think I might be done. Oh, there's also a Schaub show in it. But I might have to go through those clips to watch that, so I don't have to subject you guys to watching it all together. Oh, this is the one as well, isn't it? This is the one too. This one. Stumbled across this interview from last month with 222 views. He dusted off a few classics. This is a good one. This is a good compilation. Be the person. Who's this? Confidence Search 8648. This is a fucking good one. This is a good pull. Because I think I was meant to watch this live on the stream with you guys, but I completely forgot. It's with a channel. I think it's a car channel or something to do with type of things. And they sat down with Brendan, and obviously, they started sucking him off, and he just started talking mad crazy about himself and shit. Really, really funny. Let's play the video. Some of the compilation of the best.
Again, my ideas are so wild. You got to be around other lions. So,
you hear that? As a first quote, my ideas. Brendan Schaub thinks his ideas are so wild. He needs to be around other lions. What? What ideas? Recording podcasts. What ideas? Like flipping popular logos to make some of your streetwear designs. Wild ideas.
if a zebra bounces an idea off a lion, the lion's gonna be like, dude, that's a fucking terrible idea.
Go take your... What? If a zebra bounces an idea off a lion, what? A barking zebra, what?
Oh, you're a car guy now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a fighter now. Oh, you're a football player now. You know, so it's like, yeah.
I like how he doesn't realize how insane he sounds, isn't it? How redacted he come across to a regular person. Having that many personalities at that age is fucking crazy.
Fucking tried to tell you.
Yeah.
The America's not into EVs.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Do your thing. Same with like gay people. Do you?
What? How do you equate electric vehicles with gays? Or people within the LGBTQ category? Like, what? It's like gay people. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
As long as you don't force me to suck the dick. I don't care what you do in your bedroom.
Right.
But as soon as you tell me in California.
No one's forcing you to drive an electric car. What is he talking about? Huh?
Work-wise, it's gonna be tough, man, to keep up with me.
Mhm.
And it's not an arrogant thing. That anybody can do it. This isn't a talent.
Yeah.
It's just what my dad bred in me.
Right.
Like the blood flowing through my veins, it's different than yours.
Right.
I'm willing to go places you're not.
Yeah.
Way to be
And
cool.
What? Rogan's office, Rogan Studio, Thick Boy Studios, driving kids to work. Where is he willing to go? Where are these depths? Like that guy said, you're not the guy you think you are in your head. That's definitely Brendan, bro.
Cool though. Like
Yeah.
I was gifted athletically. I had an older brother, and we lived in a predominantly black neighborhood, and the only way to stand out was sports. And I was like, "This is what you do."
Somebody said in the comments, I think, of this post, somebody said allegedly, like in Denver, Colorado, there is no predominantly black neighborhood or area, especially not one he would have grown up in. Maybe there is one, but there's what he definitely didn't grow up in those ones. You know what I mean? So he keeps talking about growing up in a predominantly black Denver suburb, but it's like they don't exist. If they did exist, you wouldn't go there. Your parents wouldn't let you be. You know what I mean? It's like, what? So, what are you talking about? Right? This made up story. Again, the made up story, the made up narrative or the made up lore of his background is so dumb because his actual story is still cool. The fact that you're still able to play football, even if you were a walk on or you had a cup of coffee at the Buffalo Bills, you still did. Some people don't do that. You did it. You went and transitioned that into fucking UFC and into stand up and then into fucking podcasting. That's amazing. The lies just take away from the amazingness because they're lies, you know? Hey, what do I know?
Yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah.
And then you're around like really good athletes,
Yep.
predominantly black athletes. So that's how I stuck out. Oh, that white. Because my dad, when I was young, he went through a divorce with my mom. He got diabetes, and then we were.
I love how he says he has to. I love how he has to kind of make that clear. My dad went through a divorce with my mom. Who else is she's gonna get a divorce from? You know, my parents. Just take my parents' divorce. My dad went through a divorce with my mom. It's such a weird way to describe it. My parents got divorced. Just say that. But hey, what do I know?
That like broke him. That broke him, and then he was working like Pursuit of Happiness, like door-to-door sales, and then was just grinding his ass off. And he came up with a security software for emails at the time that the government and like high-end jewelry shops and banks wanted to use.
Yeah.
And he was hustling print out to 4 different houses and came to me and my brother. Sorry, and he's like, "Which one?"
I love how stuff like that is the only thing that makes him cry in it. Materialistic things like that in there. Sorry. Which one? But that's like, yeah, he took out the Ferrari brochure. He took out the Porsche brochure. Which one? He took out the Bentley brochure. He took out the BBL brochure for Slow Joe. I said, which one?
I was like, "What?" And we lived in a like the house was like this size. He's like, "Which
Yeah.
one?" And we're like, "I don't know, man." He's that one. Next day he pulled up. He's like, "Go pick your room out." Saying no has been difficult for me.
Right.
I'm too nice. The
Oh,
internet's
yeah,
gonna tell you I'm
sure.
this mean asshole. No, I'm too nice. That's why I get in trouble. I
I,
say yes.
I don't think people think he's mean. I think people just think he's a dickhead, isn't it? I don't think they think he's mean. I think they just think he's a douchebag kind of thing. You know, the type of person that's gonna cry foul but then hide their hands when you do something. I mean, it's like I don't think everyone kind of is scared of him in that regard. But hey, I could be wrong.
To everything.
Right.
Yes to everyone. The work, I've always had a good work ethic, and then when the kids come, my financial advisor at the time, who I fired back in the day because he couldn't count, but whatever, he, you know, heavy lies the crown. I'm like, I feel like I could do it myself.
Heavy lies the crown, you know. Heavy lies the crown. The guy just records podcasts and sells shitty merch. Heavy lies the crown. Okay.
So I turned down the hashtag no new friends. Like I run with a small circle.
Hashtag no friends at
don't go
all.
out anymore. If I'm not doing stand up, you know, I'm focused on the kids. The friends now that I conversate with are baseball dads. You know, 9-to-5ers for the most part, blue collar dudes, like good people.
Yeah.
The only time now, even my wife, like when she first met me,
I do find it hilarious though that he's just realized the utility and the beauty and the fucking greatness of hanging around with regular people. He's realized how fun it may be to have friends who aren't all wrapped up in Hollywood, who aren't all wrapped up in the entertainment industry, who don't want to sell their script or be directors or be movie stars or be stand-up comedians. He probably has realized, oh shit, it's actually quite nice to have like regular people friends dads and shit, mums and shit who just don't care anything about my world and just want to, you know, here with their kids, shoot the shit, hang out, have some adult, you know, chats and shit, and that's it. Like, he's probably realizing that, but you know, unfortunately, when he goes to Shafa, he's always reminded about where he's from and all that malarkey. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is.
I've had a number of Porsches, Bentleys, Ferraris, you name it. She said, what happened to those days? I'm like, the government.
So what's the next?
What's that got to do?
What are you going to buy next?
I'm excited for that Hummer. I've been balls deep in educating myself on Hummer. And again, the Hummer community, like the Ryan at Predator, my boy in North Carolina. It's just such a good community. That's what I'm drawn to.
Yeah.
And Hummers are already badass, but the community around them's badass.
The community, yeah, all right, mate, all right, whatever you say, man. Car community, all right, whatever you say, man. This guy, bro, just get into things and be humble, admit your shortcomings, and just do it little by little. There's no rush. Everything has to be a grift and an angle and the things like, bruh. Anyway, whatever. What do I know? What do I know? Absolutely nothing. But big up the Hummer community, big up the Ford Lightning community. Big up the EV community, big up all of them, right? Big up all the communities around all the world. Please big them up. Big them up. Okay, people, I'm gonna leave you there for now. How long have I done? Oh yeah, I've done a good 3 hour. Nice. I've done a good 3 hour pod. That's nice. Good 3 hour. Nice one to start off. So 3 hours done in the fucking bag. We're back. Big up everybody for tuning in. Appreciate all of you people. Make sure you like the stream down below. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too. Please subscribe. I'm going to be doing a stream of this every single day until Thursday when I leave, because I leave on Friday to go Berlin. I'll take some of my streaming equipment with me actually. I'm going to stream down on a Friday night, but I'm going to be doing a stream live random show every night. So you hear one tonight, obviously tomorrow and Thursday. Please join if you can, subscribe if you can, join, become a member of the channel if you can. I think tomorrow's, Wednesday's episode will be a members only one, so if you're going to tune to that one, tune into it live, and then there'll be a members only after the fact. Support the kids, support the stream, talk to your fellow people in the stream chat. We've always got a good little community here, people hanging out and shit, so support people here, hang out and shit, vibe, relax, have a good time. We're here to have a good time for a short time. You know how it is and all that malarkey. But apart from that, thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for hanging. For everyone that's been here. Appreciate you. Like the stream. Big up Uche, I see you. Big up Abe Martinez, I see you. Big up Daniel Clements, I see you. 29 words. Was that 29 words? No, 2 swords. Sorry, I said 29 words. My eyesight is gone. Big up Frizzle. MK, big up you. Who else is here? Big up who else is here? Big up Brian Mullery is here as well. Big up Brian Mullery, appreciate you. Apex Putter, everybody's been here. MHZ, King Bayou, Bayou, not Bayou, I keep forgetting. Big up King Bayou. Who else is here? Damaz 187 or 197. Theodore, big up Theodore. Denver 65% white, 21% Hispanic, 5% black, 4% Asian. Jesus Christ, man. Big up Theodore. That's hilarious. I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood. Where's that black neighborhood? If Denver is 65% white, 21% Hispanic, and 55% black, 4% Asian. Such a weird lie, isn't it? Like, what? Just saying, what's wrong with just saying there was also a few black kids in our school who were really good and they were the elite ones. So in order to kind of be popular or to like be respected, you have to like compete with them. Cool. But I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood. Like someone said actually here in the beginning, someone said in the stream chat, Brendan's like lifestyle or life is like a different version of like Step Up or one of those type of movies. Like he's got some sort of like Hollywood movie in his head of how his life is, you know, like kid born in the good side of town that had to go to a school in the rough side of town. Like just enough. Whoever said in the stream chat, big up you. Casey, big up Casey Shuffle. Who else is here? Yeah, that's it. Brendan Mallory said it. His life story is a copy of Save the Last Dance. Exactly. That's it. Big up Brendan Mallory. You're the one that said it. Yeah. So yeah, big up everyone in the stream chat. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you can. I'm going to be putting timestamps now as I finish. And I'll be making clips as well throughout the week because I got all the time in the world now. So big up everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you. Like the stream, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys again on the other side. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Be safe, people. Take care. And free Luigi Maggioni. Free Luigi Maggioni. Bang your fucking doors. Free Luigi. Take care, people. Peace.